brand. And this is Talking Shit with Eagle episode. How you guys doing tonight? Filing in. Close your eyes. You know, Jack, how you doing, brother? T-Barrington, Talkin. And already watching. 10 people say hello. That's a new name. Hi, Alex. Let's go. Put you on the shout outs list. What's up, old smoke? Again, say no to Lucky Mike. Oh, I'll say hello to you. Bingus, what's up? Aloha. What's up, Jack? Let me kill this. I like the music, though. Yeah.
You can let it ride for a little bit.
Like I was saying last night, I wish we could fucking do that, just like it was like a house sesh, you know what I mean, with the music playing and everybody just kind of listening along and talking to whatever's playing. That would be pretty badass.
Someday there'll be enough royalty-free music and also a good enough audio balancing that it doesn't like go over people's talking or like mess with the audio on the back end of the recording.
I can't figure it out, to be honest with you. Like one night I'll be live and, you know, I'll like note the audio volume on my computer, right? And everybody will be like, yeah, that's good. That's perfect. That's perfect. So I'll try to come in again with that same volume. And then next time it's like, holy shit, could you turn that down? So I can't, and there's no way of me knowing on the other end how it sounds for you guys, because it just sounds the fucking same over here.
I will say it was hard for me to hear you at the beginning. It was like a little garbled. I was digging the song though. Honestly, half the time I watched Sub Cool, I could hardly hear what the fuck he was saying because the music was blasting so fucking loud. And somebody would ask him to turn it down, and he'd be like, "Shut the fuck up! I'm gonna play it loud if I want to."
Yeah, actually, I'm glad to know that I'm not the only one. But when the music played through, a lot of times I was like, yeah, he's just talking shit anyway. But, you know.
Yep.
Sometimes it mattered, sometimes it didn't. It just depended on the song, I guess.
If he wanted you to hear him, he would turn it down and get all up in the camera and start talking louder and turn it down a little bit. But usually he was just jamming out, fucking around, having a good time when it was too loud to hear him.
Quick little note in chat here.
Got a new person, new viewer?
Guest. Not new viewer, but guest I've been working on a little bit. Finally got a little bit of an answer. We've been back and forth, and it might be a special episode because of the time. Well, they happen occasionally, but some you just got to get when you can get.
Must be a big name then. If you're willing to budge on that time there.
A little bit. And it's fucking funny too, because like whenever I do that, last time I did it was Med Grower 1, I think. And I told him, I'm like, now everybody's gonna want to do this shit. And just like clockwork, man, for fucking 2 weeks, everybody was like, can't we just do it a little bit earlier? And fucking, I'm like, no. I made one exception. I'm starting to regret it. Oh, good. Oh, good.
I saw another one today just on Instagram that you made an exception for, which I think was Mila, the hash queen. And I think it's because she had such a crazy time change. And I love her saying. Her saying is, my favorite joint is the one I'm smoking right now. And it was just a video of her rolling a joint, fucking sparking it up. She's like, I'm using less tobacco, more hash.
I watched that one too, the Woman's Day joint.
Yes.
Cool gal right there. Yeah, I definitely would make another exception for her. And it is because of the time schedule. The time schedule from here to Amsterdam is like night and day. So
Literally.
I can't expect Mila to be up at like fucking 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. So I have to budge, and I'm willing to. I mean, it's only normal time to be up in here anyway, you know. For most people, anyway, 4 o'clock's usually average time to be up and around. Not saying I'm always up and around at 4 o'clock, but should be.
Just depends on the day.
Yeah, it depends on the weed nap. It all depends on the consumption rate that day.
That definitely matters, 100%. Speaking of, how's that hash you're toking on over there? I know you're probably smoking it down now that you got some.
Fucking excellent. I've been chiefing on that shit ever since they started. The first little pieces that crumbled, the little tiny little morsels that fall off when you scrape the 25 pressing screen. I snapped them off right above my tray. I just like snap that. Chink. And then as I go on, I scrape all those little crumbles in a pile because those are daddies. And as they turn brown, they go right into the joint. And they were turning brown fast. So from that night on, I actually got some to a patient today. I was like, you want some hash? He's like, yeah, I like hash. And I pulled out that hash, a nice ball. It was a fucking 7.87 gram ball. And he's like, that is just beautiful. And I'm like, it is. Busted open. And he's like, oh, it's just beautiful. He's like, I'm like, yeah, it's that good. It's so good.
I love fresh hash, man. Fucking so good.
I'm telling you, that herb's now fucking machine. Not busting it up like traditional into the powder, just leaving it in that patty. You know what I mean? Because I put, like I said, 7 gram patties in there. Some of them are bigger than 7 grams. And just whole hunks. Boom. Perfectly dried overnight. They had the nice just shell to it, just like a temple ball. And then I let it go another 12 hours and got it this morning. And it was still brown and nice on the outside, and I broke it open, and it wasn't moist anymore, but it looked like a piece of chocolate you just broke in half. How it had that like lighter sheen to it in the center, just like that. And it was, well, here, let me get you a hunk. I'll break one open and show you. Fucking shit looks good. So I did see your comments on the show, Jack, about the 160. Myself too. Usually what I catch there is hairs and like fucking punky what's the word I'm looking for here? Like pumice, like kind of like real fluffy, like structure to it. It's like real soft. Kind of looks like hash, but it's spongy. Like, you know,
like
what
a larfy, like little chunks of the bud almost. Like
got a little hunk
material.
Kind of out of the 160. You can see, like, hopefully here, if I fucking figure out where my camera's at here, let me turn it there. You can see right there how this hash looks. This is like some regular, I would say that's normal 160. It's
Yep.
kind of like, you
Gritty.
can see the heads. Yeah, real gritty, real gritty. Then I washed some buds I had set aside of the Dominatrix. I threw in there. And that's what pulled the 180. And the first one I pulled out was, oh my gosh, I had actually just pulled the 220 bag out in this pull, and I dropped some of the material in the 190. But when I was squeezing out the bottom of the 220, it was just fucking sticky. Stick. My hand almost stuck to the bottom of the bag, and I was like, oh, there's good shit in here. So I pulled out the 190, and there was like a fucking mother load, this hunk, which is a good sized hunk for 160. You know what I mean? And it was, you could tell the sheen on it. It was full melt, but it was packed full of fucking sugar leaf. I went, fuck it, I'll smoke the sugar leaf. Put it aside, it'll dry, it'll smoke the same as a joint, I'm sure. So the next pull, and like the 3 after that, were like this shit. This is fucking 160 right here. Look at how fucking pliable and gooey and fucking full melt
beautiful.
that is.
That looks like a 90.
Doesn't it? Look at that. My hand's fucking dirty, fucking clouding it up.
Dude, that's amazing.
Don't. 160, and I got probably, I got a scale. I can just weigh it up. I can tell you right now.
Was it a big ass plant?
It was a good sized plant. It was almost half of a 5-gallon bucket of material. And I got, let's see here. There's fucking 8, 10, 17, 20.1, 21.78, and that's not even throwing in like some of these, like the dirty chunks yet. Hold on. 31 with a couple of pieces of that's not even that dirty bitch. That's not even this one. That's one that's got a couple of pieces. This is that first one I showed you with a couple of pieces of material in it. But yeah, let's see if I can get this up to the camera here, to where you can
she's
see
a dumper.
That. Come on, right there. Leaning forward, 28. Well, I'm telling you right now, I straighten this back out. It's 31, 32 of 160. God damn it, Nick. I might as well just turn this background off for a second and quit fighting.
I was gonna say, I think the virtual background's fucking you right now.
It is. Just I got a little messy mess behind me, but yeah, here you go. 29. Come on.
Well over a zip, easy.
Yeah, 30. Moving it 30, 31, 30, 31, 8, something like that, of 160. Just 160.
It's amazing.
And then we've got some. This is.
I hope you 25. Kept this cut.
It's a 25 yield. And I bet you, oh no, probably close to a half there. 25, which was like, you know what I mean? 25, I don't even usually keep, but I had the bags.
Yeah, I pull very little 25, honestly.
The 90 pulls here.
Sativas throw some 25. That's nice sometimes. Like a really heady, even like a sativa hybrid might throw some good 25. But
there's a couple of greener hunks right here that were like last pulls, last pull, but they're still, even these, they're a little materially, but they're fucking still, you know what I mean? They're still just stretchy, gooey, very close to full melt. This 90, look at, here's some 90, look at that shit.
Any of my stuff that goes green goes straight into my cooking, even if it's sticky and gooey. I'll just make some edibles with it.
Smoke
but
I smoke 90%.
Here's the other half.
of that hunk I sold today. This was all in all. I admit, I sold a half ounce of or a quarter ounce, quarter one point, what was it, 7.78, like I said, of this. I broke off of this, and this is what's left. Look at that fucking.
Oh
Look at
my
that shit.
God, it's like a Reese cup.
Ain't it?
That's amazing.
Fucking
That's
beautiful.
beautiful. My mouth's salivated.
Couple zips of the 90 there, and then here's some 75 and some 45 here. Both pretty good. Couple more zips there, but I did pretty good on that wash. And I kind of gave up, man, because I had the machine was still full of the dominatrix, and then I went on. Kind of told Smiley, I was like, man, I'm gonna get you going, and then I'm gonna pop out and like make cash. I'm just gonna fucking get the rabbit hole or the worm hole going and work in the background, and then fucking it was too much fun. I ended up staying and fucking hanging out all night and letting the fucking batch kind of go sour. Fucking ice melted and fucking had a little bit of a mess. So I probably lost a nice amount of yield out of that last batch, but it is what it is. I'm
I do
happy.
that pretty
I
much
saved some.
every run. My very last wash, I say, oh, I'll get up early in the morning and I'll do that in the morning. And then I fucking sleep in and it's sour every fucking time. It's all the ice is melted. It's lukewarm. All my shit's sticky. And then I got a mess to fucking clean up. But got everything
I
else
did pull it.
situated.
I still did pull it. It was like all right, but it wasn't melty material, but it was like hash. It was still hash, but it wasn't. And you know what's funny is I've talked to like Smokey the Bear 2.0 and a couple of other people in the same conversation, and they've like, man, you can't never be too sure, because I've had that happen and come back the next day, that next morning, and it's just dumped, dumped, and I never seen it happen. You know what I mean? And I like it actually made me feel better because I was like, oh, good, because you do it too. You get tired, pass out. Fuck, I did 24 hours that day. I did the show. Well, wait, no, I didn't do the show that night. I started making hash at like 3 o'clock in the morning. And then when I load up the machine and let it soak for a minute, because it was all dry material, I let it soak for a half hour. I'd fucking nod off in this chair for a half hour until the soak was done. And then I'd pop up and start making hash. But I only got like a few 30-minute naps all day long and shit. And then it was back to another show. And then I did I missed out on the show. Guess what's a no-show last night? Another fucking no-show like tonight. And which makes me wonder what the fuck I'm doing to my guests or potential guests. And so I go and do the wormhole, and then stayed up till 4, slept from 4:30ish to 8:30, and then got up today and went fucking started framing a fucking barn. A 4 hour sleep in 48 hours. Went fucking framed a barn. I actually forgot about that today. I was like, man, I'm really dragging ass on this 4 hour sleep, but it never hit me that I was really 48 hours sleep. Really makes sense now.
Make sure you don't fucking whack yourself with a hammer or fucking shoot a nail through your foot.
I've done that. Hit my fucking shin with the fucking sledgehammer driving stakes to set poles.
Oof. No bueno. I can relate. I used to drive stakes for, like, we'd set up volleyball courts, and so driving stakes into the sand, we'd have to set up like 50 courts for a tournament, and you hammer those fuckers in there, and all it takes is one bad swing, like uneven footing and sandy, and sledgehammers definitely don't feel good.
Stake. You know what I mean? Knock that tip off it. Oh, fuck me. Yeah, there's times I thought I've cracked that bitch a couple of times for sure. Sure.
Definitely drew my own blood like a fucking idiot a few times. And,
man, I did that the other day. I took a big old hunk out of my leg just walking, because I got dogs. There's like things that will block off, like boards. There's like a board here and there that will block the dogs from going into the laundry room and shit. I went into the laundry room and I didn't even think about it, man. I didn't fucking step over it or nothing. I practically went down. It went right across the shins. It was one of those ones where you know, Peter Griffined it, just bent over and was like, yeah, they come over and was petting my back and shit. You okay? And I'm like, I stand up and there's just a nice hunk out of my fucking leg. I'm like, well, maybe the tattoo guy can fix that up. Maybe he'll heal.
I forget that you're all tatted up, so any of those flesh wounds are potentially interrupting the work that you've had done.
I will practically throw pieces of skin in front of a blade that isn't tattooed yet to save a tattoo. Every time one gets a cut, I'm like, motherfucker, I paid for that shit.
I never realized how much that shit was. I've never gotten a tattoo personally, so I never looked into the pricing, but they definitely add up. It's a good thing that you got yourself some credit on that tattoo shop doing a lot of that work.
$100 an hour usually. $100 an hour usually, and I bet you I've got like at least 50 hours easy in on my legs. Easy.
A lot of work.
My chest, just my chest alone, I've got like 20 hours. But I don't know what to say here.
It's a lifelong investment.
It's a lifelong investment, part of who you are. But I guess having a friend helps. Let's put it that way. Having a tattoo friend helps. So I don't necessarily always pay full price or pay.
Well, and even if you did, you get the benefit, like you talked about. People spend $300, $400, $500 to go to a psychologist, psychiatrist, and you're getting that with artwork on your body that looks badass that you like, and you're also having a conversation that, you know, can let you vent. So you get the double whammy.
I think at some point some of that shit goes into the tattoo. He's putting some of the emotion that bounces off me, the pain, into some of the artwork. I think I could be wrong.
No, there's got to be some of that. I mean, artists are very usually empathetic people, and I think they're inspired by your words and your, you know, design interests, and then they try and mold it their own way, and usually show up with like an even cooler thing than you might have even imagined sometimes. That's often the case from what I've seen with people. They go in with like one idea, and then the artist like draws an even better or like a little bit different thing. And sometimes they go in and get exactly what they want, though. You know, like, I want a heart with my mom's name, or, you know, the heart with the mom on it, or whatever. There's like those staple tattoos. Or my one buddy's dad had a Cleveland Indian tattoo on his calf, still does. I mean, the Chief Wahoo.
So. The Indians one, the Indian tattoo.
Yep.
Nice. I'd support that even more right now.
I think it's badass, man. I mean, I'm from Cleveland, and the Native Americans there were like part of the team, the Cleveland Spiders. It was changed in honor of them. The logo, I think, was like a little bit, the red faceness was probably over the line there a little bit, but sentiment was in respect. And if they would have done it more like the Florida Seminoles, where they'd have like a little council of actual natives like commenting and keeping up to date on all that stuff, I think they would have had like better reception from people publicly. But I still have some shit with Chief Wahoo on it. I got a hat, and I mean, so I don't really care about baseball.
With that being said, Jack, you, like you said, it was a tribute to the, you know, the Indians at one point. That's why they made it that way. So isn't it almost an insult to take it away? You know what I mean? The counterculture says maybe it's bad, but it's almost just as bad to go, hey, we don't fucking respect you anymore. We're gonna fucking pull you off our shit because other people told me to. I think that's just as disrespectful. You know, if you've done something that means something to you, do you let the culture bully you? I mean, what you feel or how you feel about something?
I hope they just keep the name at least. I mean, how long till they're the Cleveland Spiders again, or the fucking Cleveland Rockets or something? You know, like it I think it. I grew up in Northeast Ohio. There is a rich Native American history. Most of North America has a lot of Native American history if you dig deep. But the problem is, like the Erie Indians and like the Iroquois, the people that were in that region, they don't have the support of all the national groups. So some of these groups out here in California that had no relation to them, they don't give a shit what so and so has to say about this baseball team that gets a bunch of publicity on the national stage. So I kind of see it a little bit from both sides, but I agree with you on the fact that it's like disrespectful to like pretend the history isn't there or shouldn't exist or should be like removed and like taken away or almost erased, especially when it does come from a positive place.
Right on.
I still think that it's
Oh,
cheers.
cheers,
Bingers.
Bangers. I didn't even see you slip in.
Hey, dude, I'm like a stalker in the night. I sneak up.
I got my hair cut. I look like you guys now.
Dude, no, you got way more hair. But I like the cut, dude. I really do. Looking pretty clean cut, shaved it all up, you know. I mean, looking like one of those gnomes, right?
I don't get as much food in my
dude,
beard anymore.
We were talking about dolls the other night, and I was thinking a Bingus bobblehead doll would be kind of, you know, get a eagle bobblehead doll. And
I want one too, biggest. It should be easy. Just take the glasses off. We'll get a deal. You put Bingus on some, we'll put Eagle on some.
Or we can have a little Jacqueline with a, what do you call that? Goatee, right?
It's beard. Like a
beard.
Oh, he's got a full beard.
It looks more like a goatee because I got it shaved up, but
yeah,
sitting close to the camera.
Is there a name to that certain style though, where it's shaved down? You know, shows more cheek. Is there a certain style name for that?
There probably is. I'm a poor beardsman over here. I don't understand all the lingo and terminology. There are people out there that are like real serious about it. I just let it grow in naturally. I have arthritis. My hands shake real bad. So I don't like to shave because I cut myself. And also when I was a younger gentleman working in business, I owned my own company. And one of the parents tried to basically like pay me 75% of what we had agreed upon. And I wasn't in the place to like say, hey, fuck off, pay me 100%. I needed to just like take it. I think it was because she looked at me as almost like one of the kids. And I don't know. I just feel like having a beard with being as young as I was at the time, and I've had it for years now, and just gave me a little bit more credibility and respect from some of like the mothers I was working with, because I'm a caregiver for special needs kids, for those who don't already know that.
It's working for you.
Yeah, I just honestly, I hate shaving, and I've got a, you know, really cool barber who, and he actually grows my seeds out. He just gave me a sample of some Velvet Punch unseeded. I've got some seeded right now that I'm making F3s. I actually just got my first 10 seeds because one of the lower branches wasn't getting enough light, so I just cut it out. It was like late week 7, and they got pollinated week 2, 3, and I just kind of ruffled through the spots that would have had seeds to see, and like 8 out of 10 are like white and brown, and then there's like 2 tiger stripe good ones, and I'm gonna let the rest of the plant go to week 9, like 9.5. So, and those were on the really lower bottom. They were not getting as much light, so I'm excited to see. They look like, you know, the healthy ones look really good, so I'm excited to see what the plant that I let finish a little bit longer produces, because they smell amazing. It's like skunky, like really way more skunky than the F1 or F2, but definitely got grape and gas notes too.
Nice. Yeah, I'm getting seeds. I can see them starting to come out myself. Taking the hog and got a nice big beautiful male, hitting it with the blue diesel, the death bubba, which I'm hopeful there it doesn't play well with others, and then the DJ short blueberry, I'm going to hit it with that and see what happens. So it's nice to see them start to show their asses, you know what I mean? They start popping out of the calyx, you know.
I have a few that you can see the actual seed while it's still in the flower, and like you can almost see that, like go from like green to white to like starting to get the brown and starting to tiger stripe up. It's a amazing process. There's way more seeds in the bud than you can actually see though. I actually posted several pollinated bud pics, and nobody commented, "Oh, is that bud pollinated?" It just looked like a regular bud to a lot of people. And unless you're a very savvy eye, you probably won't notice, depending on how heavily seeded it is, of course, and the photo that's taken.
It's always
I had a
fun.
question. Oh, a comment on the DJ Short thing.
Yeah.
I've read his book on breeding cannabis. The title's too long for me to remember, but anybody could find it easily. It's a highly suggested read from me. It's like $10, I think, on Google Read or whatever. But amazing read. He talked a little bit about how when he started getting like the stuff from, it was just like named by where it was from, like Mexican or Thai or Afghani or whatever. And he started working lines and just crossing them together. He'd take like the best stuff of the best bag seeds that he smoked, his favorite smokes, and cross them together and pick based on the effect. And over time, he ended up finding the blueberry through experimenting with mostly like Afghani and Thai and mixing them together, going several F generations in. Well, right now with like the Velvet Punch, I just really like the F1 that I grew for my buddy. So I made F2s. My initial thought was like his were really gassy, had like a subtle grape, and I wanted to drive the grape up and make them more predominantly purple because they were like 50-50, like part purple, part green. And so I picked for the more purple, more grapey at the F2, but now, or at F1, and growing the F2s, the ones that I'm using to make F3, I just picked my favorite, healthiest plants. And like they totally, I'm just going on my intuition at this point. I was like, I want these because they smell a certain way or grew a certain way. And they're like not on the same plant anymore. They're just like the strongest odor, best, healthiest, most vigorous growing. And they were so much obviously better than the rest of the bunch that these were the ones that like told me like you have to breed with me. So my mission from like purple and grapey went to like, well, I've got this really fucking amazing male and these two females that I really like for several other reasons than just the color and the grape smell. The skunky smell came. I'm like, if I'm gonna get skunky smell, I'm not gonna go away from that right now, you know. So
Yeah, you don't want to force it, and using your intuition is key. In my, that's what I always do. I just, what am I compelled, right? And this, like the DJ Short, people's question, is it the real one? I don't know. I tell you what, though, it's a beautiful plant, man. It's got the most beautiful hues and some excellent variegations in the leaves, and the buds aren't real big, but man, are they flavorful. And they seem to get better over time. And I think that's one of the traits that he was talking about. Heck, I
he
got
writes that in his description on the seeds. He's been selling seeds for a long time. I bet you it is the real deal because he's sold seeds for a long time and he's a pretty reputable breeder. A lot of people know where to get his stuff, his genetics at seed banks and dispensaries even for a while in Oregon and California. So I think that's beautiful work to grow. I had a cross of it from Humboldt Seeds. It was the DJ Short Blueberry and Shanti Baba from Mr. Nice's Super Silver Haze. And some of the phenos really have a amazing blueberry tones. And
I just want bigger buds. I want bigger buds. So that's when I'm going to hit it with the hog. And I'm also going to try hitting it with my 8-mile land race and see what happens. It's kind of fun. I kind of messed things up this time a little bit, but the 1/10 that's working is really the one I wanted to work. So Lexi, dude, what your daughter, she's funny. I told her, she asked me, am I going on? I said, if you do. So where are you?
Go, Lex. You got the number. If you want to pop on, girl. So,
we always
Bingus,
appreciate that.
Sir.
I'm always trying to make peace in the community, even though sometimes it looks like I'm shaking it up. Okay. So, I get a comment on one of my videos today from Honcho Grown, who says you blocked his ass for asking about seeds on the IG.
I did.
Which I can kind of see that, you know what I mean? If it was in a post where everybody could see and not in a DM, I could kind of see that. But if that were the case, I'm sure you would be willing to undo it because he's a chat member, unless he, of course, did something terribly wrong. But could you help us out and let people know if they were interested in some Bingus seeds? What would be the right channel? to reach out to?
YouTube, probably on one of my videos. I'm very clumsy on IG. I'm not a real good phone guy. I don't even know how to block somebody. Okay, so sorry. I may have done it inadvertently. I will double check. Wait a minute, Honcho Girl. Is that the guy that was bitching about my my background videos? That was, isn't it?
It may be.
I think it was.
Be.
Yeah, I think it was.
He's the
So,
one who
some
was
people.
he was giving me a hard time for giving out seeds that ended up herming, even though
oh,
I told everyone that they were testers. He's got like one picture on his Instagram. I think he's a new grower and has strong opinions about things.
so he must be
No hate, no hate to the Huncho. All
no.
love to you,
He
buddy.
must
Hope
be
things get better your way.
He must be a very sensitive guy. So what I will do is I will go out of my way to look at a YouTube video on how to unblock somebody on IG. That's how I learn shit, is on YouTube. I just, like today, I didn't know how to find my fucking subscribers, my list of subscribers in the back of my YouTube channel. Fuck, I couldn't find it. I had to go watch a video for 8 minutes to learn how to do it. Right? So anyway, again, people jump into conclusions. All right, especially with older gentlemen like myself that aren't real, you know, savvy. Dude, I just got a phone last year, a regular, like, smartphone, but you got a dumb guy using it. So, I mean, I'm not quite up to speed yet. Anyway.
I'm just going to say that, you know, imitation is one of the most serious forms of flattery. So, you know, so, you know, just like the young guys that made fun of the girls in school there, I think there's some type of, if you've had some type of ribbing from Honcho, I would think that it's just a loving thing that kind of messes with you, I would think. Because he comes back, you know what I mean? It's not like he hates the show or hates us. He comes back and he likes to be here. So I think it's the latter. It's just a friendly ribbing.
Both valid criticisms. I mean, I understand why he's calling out people for giving away seeds that hurt me, but it's not like I had never had them hurt me in my garden, and they never hurt me in the guy who I got them from garden, so I didn't know. So maybe I fucked something up in my selection from the F1 to the F2, but that's why I'm just having fun with it and seeing how they change each generation. And in Bingus's case, I actually enjoyed the background. So that's one of those things where you're never going to please everyone. Like you could have 99 out of 100 people in the audience are super happy, and then 1 or 2 people are going to be pissed off.
I don't, dude. I didn't that he said that. I just, you know, I was just kind of, now I'm hearing, I am hearing him complain again about something I've done. So I'm like, I'm innocent. I didn't block you.
You know what? Something good came from it though, because somebody commented, they're like, I would love to have those seeds that you're like calling like shitty and hermy. And that person happened to have, I had their address because they had gotten a book and they got some seeds. So they didn't ask for them. They showed up at their house and they're like, dude, thank you so much. Sent them all the information, just like I did everybody else. Gave them the warning.
You bring up a pretty good subject, because there has been, this isn't the first time that I've heard something like this. And it's typical, especially with live streams, for people that in the chat room. And this is why I try to concentrate on the chat room and not miss anybody's comments, because people get very sensitive if they're asking you a question and you ignore it, and then they ask it again, you don't see it again. I mean, I've had that happen I don't know how many times. And then they get fucking irate with you, and it's like, dude, I didn't even see the fucking question. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? It's like, so maybe if everybody would take a chill pill, realize that being live is not, it's like chewing gum and dancing at the same time. It's a little more difficult than walking and chewing gum, right? So sometimes you miss a chomp on the gum, you know, I mean, or the gum spits out.
That's why so many people do panels now. I swear, it's because it's impossible to have a great conversation like between just a couple of people and also follow the chat perfectly. Like with 3 of us, it's really, really hard for us to get to 100% both. Like you're either in the conversation or in the chat, or you're like 50-50. But if you had 6 or 7 people, there's a few of those people that can just tune out, watch the chat, hang, literally be chatting, like literally messaging back and forth with the people in the chat, as well as talking when they get an opportunity or feel like jumping in. So
the chat is so important to me because it's what makes any show. All right, that I'm watching Zoom to get the clearest picture because I can't see, and I pop the chat out, so it's a separate window right next to the Zoom, and so I don't have to keep going back and forth from YouTube, and that makes it a little easier. But I forget, I miss stuff because I get on a soapbox and I just don't stop talking for like 10 minutes, and then
that's what we come for. We love Bingus's passion. I agree with you on the chat thing though. Like last week or this Sunday on Growing with My Fellow Growers, I did the chat lightning round where I just literally went through. If anybody asked a question or tagged me, I would copy and paste it, put it into our Zoom chat so that I could go and find it. Because a lot of the times it's just people saying, "Hey, what's up? Cheers. What are you smoking on?" All that good stuff in the chat. But if people want to get their question answered, like you said, I don't want them to be pissed off or feel like we're choosing certain people selectively. Because sometimes we pick a question and then we talk about it for like 30 minutes because we just everybody wants to get their thing in, and then we kind of go deep down the rabbit hole on that subject, and then it veers off into other subjects. So I was like, all right, we're going to try and give back to the chat as much as possible and answer those questions. We're growing with my fellow growers. You've got a panel of growers. Ask us whatever the hell you want, like, throw anything at us, and we'll try and get as many as we can. So I think doing that from time to time is really important. And sometimes our natural conversations just kind of shed light on things that will benefit them as growers as well. Yeah. So it's a nice balance to, be fully integrated with them. I might actually switch over from, I think Zoom is good to have as like the baseline, but some of these other people like the Witchy Weekend and even Patrick from Green Bicycles and probably even you, Bingus, are using another service like StreamYard.
StreamYard, yeah. Here's why I like
StreamYard.
StreamLabs. You can feature someone's question.
Comment on the screen.
Right. Now that's
slick as fuck.
That makes them
feel good. Do that. You can do that on YouTube right now. T. Barrington's comments posted up there.
In the chat though, Eagle. It's not on the screen.
But like visually in the YouTube on the video, it edits it over top of like my face. You get to see the
icon really big and the whole question, and that's primarily the reason I use StreamYards. I don't purchase it. I sit and talk to the duck because the duck just sits there and looks at the fucking chat room, and I ask him questions and he doesn't move. He doesn't say a fucking word, but he's watching the chat room.
So it's free. Can you stream for like 2 hours, or is it a time limit, like 1 hour?
I don't know, man. I never go usually longer than about I think I've found an hour and a half. I'm not sure.
It's just something to kind of experiment with. I'm not saying I'm ready to dump Zoom. I paid for
like
fucking
Zoom.
year.
To be honest, I like Zoom. I do. Forgive me, I didn't mean to jump on top of you, but
no, I like Zoom as well. Sometimes it's cool to mess around because I've now that I've been on other people's shows, like I popped into Patrick from Green Bicycle show because my buddy Doja DNA, who I featured on the cover of the book, and he was in there with 2 other strains. He was on Patrick's show and his connection cut out. So I kind of came in at the end and I was kind of like, telling my little bit about my history with him and why I like his gear and why I featured him and this and that. But while he was talking to me, he would pull up questions in the chat that I could see even though he wouldn't say anything, I could see it right on my screen. And I'd be like, oh, well, fuck, like that's, I'll answer that right now.
Exactly. It's, I don't know, man. I like it. I'm trying to do 3 things at once. But what I like about Zoom, quality production. Seems like they have a little better picture and just a little better. So
it's smooth too, and the sound canceling is amazing.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Eagle. Sorry.
I think it's security too. I think is what you'll find out. There's a little more security. Fuck it. Zoom can be hacked. StreamYard's a free service that anybody can get in. And yeah, I think that's I know I've seen people be hacked on StreamYards or Streamlabs, to be honest with you. People popping up that weren't supposed to be there. And then again, I'm kind of worried about, you know what I mean? It isn't where you necessarily have a regular account. You're just popping on that page. And there isn't an app where you can kind of keep things the same time after time. Every time you want to go in, you got to set up, don't you? Reset things up a little bit. And I don't know. It's
Not on
too much fucking work for me.
StreamYard
I'm
is-
not that. That's the other thing too. When it comes to like I have viewed StreamYards once, Streamlabs a couple of times, but when it comes to the windows, you know what I mean? Layering the windows on top of each other and top of each other, that shit gets weird with me, and I can't fucking. I start getting that tunnel vision to where I'm not sure
Yeah,
what
no,
the fuck's what.
Eagle's getting vertigo. World starts spinning. Ah, falls out of his chair.
It kind
I
of.
was giving you shit.
Kinda.
You busted your leg. I go, you're art bashing. You're bashing the art that you got on your leg. What are you doing?
That's funny. No, I agree with you there, Eagle. It does get a little bit busy on the screen. One thing I wanted to say is I used to use a service called OBS, Open Broadcast Software, and I could probably figure out a way that I could have the chat actually live stream on the screen, which is like not too difficult to set up, where you just like have a dedicated box for the chat, and then you have like all of your people. Like right now I'm looking at the Zoom and I see myself on the top left, Eagle on the top right, and then Bingus is below me, and then there's a blank black square that we could, in theory, if I was using open broadcast software, have the YouTube chat fill in that little black square and then just be scrolling and show up while using Zoom, and
See, with
just be
Zoom,
like
too,
an additional step.
you got different views. You can go like gallery view or speaker view or full screen. I kind of like that. I don't know. There's so many of them. I mean, I get stuck on one, and it's like I don't want to spend a learning curve to get.
I'm with you on
another.
that, because it used to be Google Hangouts, and then they stopped letting you do Google Hangout live streams to YouTube or some shit.
Yeah.
So that's why we all switched over to Zoom, and that's why we were on Zoom before the pandemic and shit. So it's just, I don't know. I'm happy that there's a service out there that provides a reliable, way for us to go live on YouTube and chill and hang out. This feels as close to hanging out as we can get for me, virtually. I mean, we're token, chilling, talking shit. At the very beginning, Eagle had the music playing. He's like, "Man, we could just run the music." And got Eagle sharing
You are
screen.
Eagle Garden screen. Yes, I am. This must be his computer screen. Ah, I see. He's sharing. Gotcha. But he's muted. It's okay. I can read lips. I think he's talking about the image on the screen right now.
I hate that. Thank you, Vegas. Yes, you can share things and basically like the chat, and then have us off to the side to where, you know what I mean, like your screen sharing similar.
Yep.
But I'm doing terrible with it right now. But definitely a way. Definitely.
No, I see what you're saying.
I think if I did a regular show, I'd probably pick Zoom, just because of it's more of a commercially used product, and so they've gone through all the ringers that a lot of the new companies, like StreamYards is new, they're always updating, and nothing against StreamYards, but the only reason I like StreamYards is the way you can put that up, where they got the icon, and it makes the chat room feel more involved with the show, you see. But other than that, I would probably get rid of that just to have the commercial aspects, because Eagle makes a good point. A lot of times these things can get hacked. Wow, that's cool. See, then you got the wow.
I did it.
It just stops everything. Yeah, it's like, wow. That's cool.
I don't know how I did it. I don't know how I did it.
That's pretty cool.
One thing I want to do that's like not with our typical show schedule is Cannabis Jeopardy, where kind of just like over Zoom like we do right now, like you just like fucking raise your hand or like do the little raise hand thing on Zoom, however you actually want to do it. and you have categories like what's that strain or something, and you know,
That'd be fun.
name the terpene or all those different. You could come. I have a bunch of different categories I wrote down.
What's
And I
more,
just need to start writing questions.
I'll take terpenes for 200. What game is that?
I think that's Jeopardy.
Is it?
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
All right, Jack. Back in 1987, in the fields of India,
Right.
name that narrow-leaf indica that nobody knows about.
I actually got cards like that Tal gave me.
I saw somebody on Twitter today, and they're like, "I should make cannabis trading cards," and I was like, "A lot of people have already done it. Like I've seen a few different ones, but I love it. The more the merrier, man. Preserve the strain history."
Then we could say, Lexi, tell him what he's won.
She'll be our Vanna White.
That'd be good, Jack.
Like my on-air swears while I'm trying to do shit and fucking up. I fucking hit my Bluetooth and it took away my hair shit. And I'm like, motherfucker. So if you hear me swearing in the background, I'm just fucking with shit in the background. And I'm not necessarily cursing anybody out.
Oh, that's funny.
No worries. I gotta say a big shout out to, there's a dude in the community, Ancient Soul Grown, who after purchasing my book was like, "Hey, I do some editing and formatting work, and I'd like to help you out for free." And they went through, and I sent them like the version of the book, and they fixed all the little like formatting, so all the gaps and everything, like they filled the page more perfectly with all the photos that I had originally for the book.
Good.
So for the second edition, I fixed all the typos, and for the second printing, I'll have the second edition ready. So it's even quicker than I was actually anticipating, because I put the work in, and I still need to confirm all the details with my local printer. I got all the pricing and everything that I'm looking for, and I just
professionally formatted, basically.
Yeah, this one is definitely more professionally formatted. So shout out to Ancient Soul Grown. He's definitely going to get a copy of the second edition that he made help happen way faster than I ever thought it was going to. I thought I was going to do the second edition when 50 Strains of Purple was printing first edition, like towards the end of this year, because I'm still in the writing phase. Like I've selected my 50 strains, I'm gathering photos now, I'm writing and going through the process. But yeah, the community's been amazing. He was actually one of two people who's like, "Hey, I'll freely edit and format for you." The other guy, I don't want to say his name because it's like his real name, I think, but Dan, I'll give just the first name. Shout out to Dan, because he offered, and I was like, the other dude already finished the whole entire thing. Like, he's a machine. Like this shit that took me several hours, they do it like. That's why sometimes it's good to work with professionals, and he's going to be the one who formats 50 Strains of Purple, and I'm actually going to make sure he gets paid for that. So
good.
Cheers to him.
That's the problem with being. When my boys were in high school, and I wanted to stay home and kind of make sure they were doing what they're supposed to be doing because they were kind of wild. That's when I got into the computer, and I used to do graphic work. I worked for photographers, doing touch-up photos. I did formatting on the computer with Photoshop and some of the other Adobe programs. And you can grind out a living doing that. I did banners and cards and just little things, So you learn all the little tricks.
The things you made Eagle are badass.
Thanks.
You're better at that than I am.
I've done it.
No offense, you've got a few years on me. So for you being that technologically savvy, that's pretty fucking impressive.
I enjoy, it's relaxing to me to do graphic work. I think I mentioned before, I worked for a 3D animation company, and I did all their customer service work. And you just get entrenched in it to where you know where to go and what button to push. You know what I mean?
See, I definitely had that in certain phases of the publishing process. Like even like I thought that I would hate shipping all the books out. I loved it. Like copying and pasting all the labels, making the labels, printing them out with the little thermal printer, slapping that label on the fucking package, stuffing the book in there, just pulling off the thing, like sealing it up. and
Jack,
having a
we
little.
all love to dress our children and send them off.
Exactly. It's cool to see Canada's getting them now. Fucking the weather has delayed everything, and I sent them like over a month ago, and at this point, so it's crazy to think that they're still on their way for some people. But everybody in the U.S. have been delivered, so that's good news. And they made it to Europe. GMO got his. I think an Australian may have gotten theirs, but there's more on the way there. So that's just the beauty of this community. When you see those numbers, like, it's hard for me to believe when I looked at the podcast anchor. Eagle will know this when he'd post those podcasts. It's like a lot of Apple listeners. It's like half the people are on Apple, it seems. And then it just shows the countries where they're listening from. Like some of them internationally, I was like, do you really have people listening from there? Or is this just like this app trying to make you use them? Because maybe they think if you have like a more international audience, you'll be more attracted to use their app because maybe some reason they, are good at getting your stuff out there. But really, I just think the topic of cannabis is so interesting internationally, and it's changing more progressively across the world. I think worldwide, they're talking about on Hash Church the other day. I think they either decriminalized, I can't remember what association, but some US veteran got it decriminalized worldwide. So they're trying to say that they're going to have federal legislation moving soon in the US. So we'll see what happens.
It's a good industry to be in. It has very broad spectrum of things that you can accomplish and get good at. I think who was it? Madam T, I think, mentioned in one of her live streams that she's going to focus on cannabis. I'm like, good. I think I don't know. She's obviously a professional scientist of some sort. I'm not sure, So I was like, yeah, that's good to hear.
It's good to do both too. I mean, it's okay to have a day job and then also have a cannabis passion and career where you can provide value to the community, whether it's, in my case, like I wrote a book that I think is going to share information and knowledge about the history and genetics and maybe influence a lot of people to go and buy those seeds or try and hunt down those clones and grow those plants that I had a great experience with. So it might change their cannabis pathway or like make a more fun and enjoyable path. So I think there's so many places like for her, everybody, there's so many little niches in the community. Like she makes candles as well. And there's a ton of things that she can do cannabis related and step into this community. She's being on these shows, getting yourself out there, just connecting with people. And then like you figure out what you're good at and what you like. Even shout out to like Canna Queen. She makes like those rolling trays with people's logos and things on them and little cannabis tumblers. And I saw her learn how to do that on YouTube while she was live streaming.
The more that people do what you're talking about, especially in the cannabis industry, it will stifle the big money from making much progress because you got slivers of markets being utilized throughout the world, servicing to them like handfuls of people, but each handful becomes the whole, and it just kind of starves them out. Where that's what happened in Oregon there, where we had way too much weed and many dispensaries went under, and it was just like, yeah, you're not doing it right. Everybody had weed, but not everybody could sell weed. You had to have the best, you had to have good weed, right? And
or sell it for nothing.
Yeah, dude, so you can't sell it for below it. They were asking us to sell it for less than what it costs us to make.
And people were, which is crazy.
That's a good way to go out of business. So that happened. But everybody that
they look at it as building market share. They're bleeding for a few years. They're getting the brand out there. They're spreading their name. And when it maybe goes legal internationally, or when less people are able to survive because they can't handle the bleeding, or they don't have the good enough quality to sell at that top dollar, then they're still around. And just by nature of like having been there and consistently putting their shit out,
look what's happening. Jack, look what's happening. Okay, they're trying to keep us from congregating. Okay, so here we come online and congregate, right? And because there is ways of getting things around the country without walking and delivering, everybody can create their own market, whatever it is. I don't care if it's, tiddlywinks. You get a tiddlywinks group together that likes to play tiddlywinks and wants tiddlywinks and plans on how to do that stuff or whatever. I mean, you got yourself a little niche there that you can make a living off of. The problem, dude, I was talking to somebody today. We have an issue with humanity, and it's called you have to pay. Okay, so that makes you want to control things because why? You have to pay. All right, so when you want to control things, you're always in the future trying to figure out how you're going to pay. Okay, but guess what? You cannot control the future, period. So you get into this rabbit wheel or squirrel wheel that we're on, where you never become a human. All right. I mean, when you stop thinking about the pay aspect, you actually become human.
See, I agree. Well, I think it's kind of like we're living like a digital Grateful Dead parking lot right now. Like all those people that were like selling t-shirts and like grilled cheese sandwiches or whatever the fuck it was. There was like a handful of like, and not that it's about the money, it's about the love and enjoying what you're doing and having fun. Personally, I'm not planning to quit my day job by any means. I love what I do in my day job. And the book is something that I really did more for myself. I just enjoyed researching the history and sharing it with the people. So it's like, if I made $0, if I lost money on it, I'd actually be okay with it because it's something that I felt like needed to be done.
You're
and
doing what you love. You're doing what you love
Yeah.
and not what you have to do to get paid. See what I mean? And you know what's funny is you make more money, strangely enough, from doing things that you love and not worrying about getting paid or not. I don't give a fuck if I make $1, right? Guess what? The dollars fall like gravy. If you start saying, man, okay, first quarter, we got to get this goal. Okay, now everybody, I mean, fuck you. Are you kidding me?
One of the most like symbiotic relationships I've seen is like you get a notable hash washer, some guy who makes really beautiful hash and sells it in the market, probably at a good dollar amount, and probably makes a pretty good living doing it because they put in the fucking hard work and passion and figured out which strains wash well and which ones are ready for the market that people want, and they figure out how to package it and move it. And then they come along and they meet a guy who is a glass blower, and that glass blower, his stuff sells for a bunch of money, but instead of that guy spending a bunch of money, they'll trade them a good chunk of hash because that's their common love. And now this hash maker has a nice heady piece of glass that he gets to go and do his little dabs of on Instagram or whatever and plug that glass maker every single time because he's already like notable and has a following. And it's a one hand washes the other kind of thing. But it's like neither of them's losing. They're both, that's a win-win situation. And the fact that we can have those in the cannabis community, so that's just one of hundreds of examples. I've seen so many people just kind-hearted, generously sending things for free, not expecting anything in return. And if it ever does come back around, that's cool, but people aren't expecting it. Like so often in this community, it's just love and generosity and being good people and giving each other a place to come hang out and talk and shoot the shit and enjoy that same thing that we all love. Fucking getting down, toking on some good cannabis. I got some Legend OG over here, some sun growing, and I'm definitely enjoying it. Enjoying seeing you guys again. It's been good.
Give, basically. Try not to take. I mean, again, when you have to get paid, you do have to do some things here and there, but it's just, that's the problem. It dawned on me today. I'm like, why am I trying to control everything? Because you want to get paid. I'm like, fuck. I don't, see, that goes against my nature. It's like, I don't really care if I get paid.
That's how I am.
I mean, I would like to get paid, but it's not like I'm going to sit there and expect it. And that's why I work for myself, is because I would never ask for a raise. I would just, and then I would feel unappreciated and quit or get fired or whatever. I'd mouth off and be be somebody that wanted to be accountable and responsible. Most employees I've discovered are not 100% employees. They are usually about a 50% employee. And I used to smoke cigarettes, and that makes you about a 35% employee because you got to go out on a cigarette break, which is fine. I think it's cool actually because you're milking them. I call it the dairyman's card. When you work for somebody else, you have a dairyman's card. Generally, you milk it, and when you're milking them, they're not getting 100% of you. See, and so the whole "I gotta pay" kind of brings up the "fuck you" attitude for a lot of people when they got to go and be a slave and do something they don't want to do.
I'm just thankful.
Not everybody gets to do what they love. You see.
I agree with that. That's why I'm thankful I'm able to do something that I love, and I try to keep a really low overhead. I think that's something a lot of people underestimate. It's like if you keep a little bit of a budget, or even a tight budget, and save money, put money aside, save money so you can invest it, and have it start making money. They say like a penny saved is a penny earned. It's usually like 3 or 5 or 10 pennies earned if you put it away for a long enough time.
Exactly. What people don't realize is in this system, the way it is now, especially the way it is right now, is you're a corporate, you're incorporated, you are a corporation. And if you don't understand how corporate works or business works, it's going to be hard for you to be on a schedule of making payments on a budget where you can't go over a certain cap, all right? And all these things that require someone to run a good business. But here's the thing, here's the good thing, all right? They give you a way out. It's called bankruptcy. It costs about $2,500. And if you take a class after it's done, you can have a 100%, a 700% credit score within 6 months. So it's not like they don't want you in the game. They just want you to play right. So it's pretty.
Well, you got to take a few year break from getting bigger loans. Is it like 7 years after you're bankrupt?
No, not anymore. It used to be.
Oh,
now,
okay.
if you take a class for $50, okay, and you do the class, do the lessons. I think it's like a month. You have to go through this class. Your credit score gets cleaned.
Smiley's popping in.
What's up, Smiley?
What's going on, Biggest?
Hey, buddy.
Smiley, I feel like you're a guy who doesn't like to buy stuff on credit. Are you all cash?
I am now mostly, yeah. Yeah, I'm not a big.
You got a house though. Do you own the house?
I do own the house, but it's yeah, I definitely have a mortgage, so it's not paid.
So you have some credit then, right? Because you worked with the bank and you got yourself your financing. So at least you got something.
No, my bankruptcy's final and all that, so I'm not past of it. But I mean, to the credit though, like it is a needed system because of a certain situation too. Like, I don't know.
No, I agree. I think, sometimes it's people need a second chance, and
I don't know. I don't want to get too deep into that, but it's if you understand business, you can kind of keep a low overhead, like Jack's saying. I keep a very low overhead, and I try not to bank very much. I try not to interact with the system as little as possible, really. But I got to get paid.
It's funny, dude. Whenever I put more money in the bank than like I just need for like paying my bills and whatever, then they start like saying, "Hey, sign up for this, sign up for that." I'm like, "How much income do you make?" And then I'm like, "No, thanks. Like, don't answer these questions. Like, I don't want to report. Like, I'm paying all my taxes. I'm not doing anything fucking fishy. My bank. You see what goes in and out. You don't need to know any fucking more than that. Figure it out on your fucking own.
They do get nosy with that shit, though, man. It's crazy.
Oh man, dude.
Like,
I try to stay out of their crosshairs.
Yeah, like trying to buy a house now. I mean, you got a down payment for the house. You got to prove where that money came from.
Yep.
You can't just say you fucking hid it under your bed. You know what I mean? You got 10 grand or 20 grand or whatever it is down. You got to prove where that came from, and that it's fucked up, man. I had to. My dad actually helped me when I got this place with like the last $3 grand just so I wouldn't have the PMI insurance or whatever, So it's like,
Yeah, no, that's huge.
yeah, it was just,
PMI is bullshit.
it was just to help me get in the house, and then I pay him back, whatever, you know. Fuck no, the bank was all like, no, we got to know where that money came from, and then he had to show his bank statements to where the money was there, and then he wrote the check to me. You know what I mean? It was like, what the fuck, man?
They ain't fucking around. Hey, to get rid of the PMI though, it's a big deal. Like they're giving up a lot of risk because that's like an insurance. So if you're not paying any of that, it's basically like paying more interest or something. Like it's not going towards the actual house. It's just something that you're paying straight to the bank, or to say if you can't cover the house, their ass is covered because they have an insurance. But with his proof of income and your proof of income, they're able to say like, well, you put enough down that we're going to give you like a more traditional and not make you pay as much. So you did it the right way, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, shit, and then the housing market went nuts. I've been here for like 7 or 8 years, and the house has doubled in value.
Hey man, right place, right time. I'm happy for you.
That's about the only way to win, really.
Well, I don't
Good
know.
things happen to good people, man. That's how it should happen.
Yeah.
So
Just to
Smiley,
build your
I
house
had the
probably costs
same.
3 times as much now.
Oh, minimum. The price of lumber right now is fucking sick. A 2x4 is almost fucking $8 when it should be $1, $2.
Yeah. I was gonna
Last
say,
time I really built a house, it was $2 for studs. Now it's like $8. But I had the same problem, Smiley, except I didn't have the relative that passed me the cash. I paid cash my whole life. I had the credit problem for paying cash, but I had a knot to put down on the house, and the knot wasn't in the bank. They didn't like that. They were like, put it in the bank. We want to see it in the bank for 2 years. We want to know where you got it. Yeah, I'm like, I got it from this stack of fucking silver right here that I'm gonna fucking bring in to cash in with you. Is my down payment. I've got a knot of fucking silver I'm bringing you. Well, where'd you get it? Well, I've been putting it together over years. I've got receipts for it all. Well, it's still not as good as being in a bank, and we kind of question where it could come from, but they didn't want to take it. Even if I cashed it out, you know what I mean? Went and cashed all my silver out and had a fucking note from the fucking, they didn't want that. They didn't want that because it was still money that was unaccounted for that just basically changed hands. Just because he gave it to you and he gave it back to you and you got a piece of paper doesn't necessarily mean, you know what I mean, is what they were telling me. It was a fucking runaround. It was a fucking runaround to buy this house, man. You know, yeah. It was, yeah, cash my whole life was a bitch. And it was like, because I'd still run a lot of cash. Pay for things for in cash. I don't like to let things, my cars. I still drive an older car because I don't like the payment. I just paid off one. And even though one's broken down right now with a fucked up transmission, I'm still going to fix that motherfucker and drive it until the doors fall off because I don't want that payment. I'm just good with what I have. And, there's just no sense in, I don't have to put myself in credit to make myself feel good about driving around. You know what I mean? I don't feel that a $50,000 truck note makes me feel any better than buying or driving my Dodge that's been paid for a few years now and runs fine when it's running. When the transmission's not fucking shot, it fucking runs great.
I like to drive throwaway models. You know what I mean?
Something to be said about reliable.
You just have a guy pick them up and pay you $75 to take it away. And say, okay, bye. Next, put $4,000 down on another throwaway model and just go for, dude, one I got right now, the windows don't work. Okay? In Oregon, that's not too big of a problem. Okay? All right? The sunroof works. That I can open and shut that out. I'm good, right? And it's a Honda 2004. I paid $4,000. I've had it for 7 years. Zero problems, zero except for the windows, right? So, dude, yeah, I'm with you, Eagle. Now I'm gonna run it. The windows I can get fixed for like $1,000. Still worth it.
You can fix them cheaper yourself. You buy the motors, or the things aren't hard. You can fix them yourself. It's either the button or the motor.
But even at $1,000, it's worth it. You see what I'm saying? It's still worth it because of all the money I paid on loan payments and in having to have full coverage. Got to have full coverage if you got a loan. We got to really bend you over, right? You know, and mortgages, dude, I don't know if you guys realize this, but mortgages were designed after World War II to stimulate, to bring all the money back to the banks. Okay.
But you get to play with the bank's money though. And if you get a good like low interest loan, I'll say this, you can invest in like the stock market and you can go make your money work for you over 30 years, like a down payment on a home. You can do like a 3% if you're a first time home buyer. Through the, I think it's the FHA program, the Fair Housing, 3% down payment on 100,000. So up to $100,000 home, you get 3%. And the S&P and many other indexes do 7 to 9% per year. So at that, your money that you have of that 100,000, they're not spending on the house, $97,000 you can invest in theory. Not that you would go invest all of it or that you'd have all that cash on hand, but any of your free cash that you do have can go work for you if you put it aside and save it and make you 7% to 9%.
That's
so it can
not
literally triple.
That's like, there's second mortgages. I mean, there's ways to gamble in the system, you know, and be wise about it and try to make money. But I don't know. I don't own houses. I don't want to own another house. I got in a big jam with real estate, similar to what Eagle's saying, and I ended up getting arrested. All right, because the mortgage broker was, this is back in 2009, he was faking all these loans, right? And they arrested me and two other members of my family, and we were innocent. We didn't know what. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? All right, because we played with a crooked mortgage broker that was inflating things and moving money around and doing shit that weren't supposed to be doing. That's why you have the laws that you have now, because in 2009 they were doing some crazy ass shit, man. They broke the system. So
would they come after you, Bingus? Were they thinking you were laundering money or something?
No, they asked me. They, first of all, again, I wasn't real good at. They give you a stack of papers to sign. I just started signing. Okay, so they came in and said, "This is when I owned the seafood market." They said, "Hey, is this your signature?" I go, "Yeah, that's on my loan." And they go, "Is this how much you make?" I'm like, "No." They go, "Turn around, you're under arrest." I'm like, "What? Are you fucking kidding me?" So the mortgage broker put in a much larger amount, right? So that he could get, I don't know what he, exactly how it was working, but he ended up with a lot of money on my deck. He went to prison too. All right. But fuck that. So I kind of have a fear against mortgages. And then I studied mortgages and why they were made and the games that the banks play with them. And it's called, there's derivatives that you can take out against mortgages. That's kind of what,
Just get a fixed rate. Fixed rate is what I'm talking about. They're very simple. Dude, you get that rate and there's inflation over time.
Jack, they're not simple to get is what I'm getting at.
You okay. I can agree with you on that.
It's very, so they've
You need to build credit.
Yeah, you got to have good credit. You got to know.
The easiest way to build credit is get an insured credit card, $200 down, because a lot of credit cards will say, oh, you have no credit or bad credit, so we're not going to let you apply. So what you do is you take $200, put it down on like a Discover It card, and then you fucking spend $30, $50 a month, and then you just pay it off before it's due every single time, and then your credit goes up. You get yourself a second card, start doing the same thing, cash in on some of those benefits. Some of them have travel or fucking cash back or whatever rewards. Just don't get any ones that have an annual fee, because then you can just hang on to them and never cancel them, because canceling credit fucks your credit up. So as long as you have a credit card, just use it on stuff that you would, groceries or drinks or whatever you would normally be buying, and just pay it off all the time, and your credit will fucking shoot up. Credit's really easy to build. Most people just don't take the time to go about doing it. Myself personally, for a while, I never did. And then once I started, I was like, damn, this shit's so easy to fucking build. Especially like there's things like Experian Boost. If you pay your bills on time for anything, you can say like, oh, I pay my rent and my electric and all this on time every time. And you can show your bank statement, and then it pushes your score up. Like mine went up like 67 points. So I don't know. There's ways to build your credit on your own, real easy, for free. You don't have to pay anybody else to help you. And that can allow
Cheers,
you to
Red
get
Bill.
a fixed rate loan.
Cheers.
Oh shit, we got more than 4.
Cheers,
I can't
Red.
see people now.
Sorry, buddy.
I'm gonna go to speaker view now. Welcome.
Good to see you, man.
Yep.
Yeah,
I still think that owning a house is more of a liability than anything. It's not much of an asset until it's
Thank you.
completely paid off. The first half of it is all interest, so you're basically making nothing off the house. Then the next thing, taxes and upkeep. Fuck, you might as well be renting, to be quite
Yes.
honest, and let that buck be passed. And you can be building your credit in the ways like Jack is, and for other things in life. And then you're not dedicated to any one spot. You can move, you can go up, you can go down, you can do whatever. You're not dedicated to that one spot. It isn't, like I said, until that house is completely paid off. And by the time you paid off that house, 30 years, you've put a roof on it, you've put new siding on it, you've put all kinds of shit into it. And it is, you know what I mean? It's good to use for a bank, you know what I mean? It looks good on paper that you have an asset, but it's a fucking liability, is all it is.
It ain't an
And
asset
then-
until it's paid off.
That's right.
It's not an asset till it makes you money.
Right.
You live in it for a year
Right.
and then you rent it out. That's the only way that it can really
Paying
be
monthly
That's a different
on it.
story, Jack. That's a different story. Renting is not living in the dwelling. I mean, that's for an investment purposes, and you're going to pay more in all the different financial categories that you're doing. So, I mean, it's just, I got to agree with Eagle. Look at whatever works for each and every person, but don't be an idiot like I was and not educate yourself first before you go diving into your dream home. You know,
I rent personally.
There's
I'll fucking
tons
throw
of
that out
money
there.
people that will tell you you're better off putting your money
Renting.
into playing with the stock. Yeah, renting and playing stocks and shit. You'll be
Yeah.
better off financially in the long run than you will be thinking you're going to be set with that house and then you're going to fucking retire or whatever.
Now,
That's what I'm doing. Putting in the
If you
S&P.
build your
and
own
a few other
home.
ones.
If you build your own home, that's a different story.
I was going to ask, what is the situation for if you want to be like off grid and you just want to live in a shipping container?
You have to have property or someone that you could lease the property from. See, that's
Well,
what I
here's-
like, is leasing a deal, getting in a long-term lease. Like this is what I got where I am. The guy is reasonable, doesn't, he's not too concerned about things, and it's set in stone, right? They can't fuck with you. So
Well, there's always going to be property tax, but you also have to figure out your living expenses and then work your way backwards. Figure out what it costs to live for a month, work that out to a year, and then account for inflation plus like a bit extra in case you ever want to, if anything happens health-wise or whatever, and you work your way backwards from that. So you figure out where you want to live, what part of the country
What
or
about
world.
all like all that hassle that we talked about with the bank and stuff? Do you have to go through any of that acquiring land?
you do.
Well, it depends on how much money you have to start already, and then
What are you asking?
Are they questioning, like I said, were they questioning where the money comes from if you're not trying to buy a house, but just trying to buy land?
Yes, they will. If you're going to get into it with a bank, okay,
Only if you got the bank involved. If you got
that's the
10 grand cash, you know what I mean? The lot's 10 grand. Nobody gives shits. You shake hands, go different ways. Nobody's going to say shit. But if you
Right.
involve that bank,
private.
What's that?
The title companies don't, the deed place or whatever. Because you got to have all that paperwork done and shit too.
It would
I
be.
think
I
that's just a
don't,
change
again,
in
I don't
names,
think
though.
they give a shit.
And it
Yeah,
depends
it's
on the
just-
city,
they're
state.
Why does
Everything.
the bank care?
Secretary of State.
Oklahoma, here I come.
Well, why does the bank care? That, like, seriously though, like, why would the bank care where, like, if you had the down payment, why do they give a fuck where that money came from?
Because of
I agree
2009
with
and
that.
all this fuckery that went on, and all the banks got fucked. All right, they really did.
Well, part of it is, I
They
forget
got a
what
fucking
she.
bill out, Dingus. They raped us all. They didn't
They-
get fucked. They fucked
No,
us.
no.
That was
they-
a big fucking
it's-
scam.
okay, so why
it's
is so
part of
many
it-
banks go out of business? That's what I'm saying.
Part of that shit is the banks are vetting you, wanting to make sure they're getting their money back. Basically, they want to know where it came from, how you get your money. They want to get a feel of how you get your money. But moreover, it's more federal input. They get the money from the feds. They get everything from the feds. They have to turn in their shit to the feds. They have to be cool with the feds. And what year and what act, I can't remember, but it was like a UN treaty that they passed where fucking banks have to pretty much, they have to show for that. You put 10 grand in, it's not even 10 grand anymore. It's 2 grand. You have to explain to the bank where that shit came from. You know what I mean? Same thing. Just because you're dealing with them in the numbers, they got to know. They want to know.
I
don't,
did.
You know,
The banks
did-
are, you're right though, Smiley. The banks made out certain banks, okay, that had the derivatives betting against the mortgages, they made out fat, okay? But other banks fell, all right, because the system was manipulated, okay?
And no doubt.
Now they're just manipulating it in a different way.
Exactly.
yeah, you're right, Bingus.
But
How
the
they can
fuckery
inflate
part of it, Bingus, the fuckery part of it is when they fucking bailed out the banks with taxpayer dollars. Because the banks fucking just gave all their CEOs raises and shit. They were the ones that caused the fucking problem. We bailed them out, and now it's all the taxpayers that are paying the foot in the bill. We just fucking handed them money. That's all we fucking did. Like, that was a big scam of the biggest right there.
Yes.
How come we can't ask the very same question? Because if you think about it, banks hold an incredible power. They get to make money. For every dollar that you put in there, they create 10 out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
How is that possible? We should be like, whose bank accounts are you taking my 100 grand from? You know what I mean? Who am I really borrowing this from? Or are you making up money out of the air and then charging me more money for money you made up? And then you want to worry about where my real money came from?
Eagle, that's exactly how cash is created. That's exactly how cash is created. Most people don't realize that. That's exactly how it's created. So you put in 10 grand, theoretically, you deposit that 10 grand, that bank can loan out that $100,000. Well, where do they get the $100,000? They fucking print it. And when you say they got to answer to the Fed, that's not the federal government. That's the Federal Reserve. It's a total different corporation entity that's totally separate from our government. That's
I know we like to shout out books. I think it's a Creature of Jekyll Island.
Yes,
that's a good one. All of that. That was all how the IRS and the Federal Reserve were created.
Yes. Federal Reserve, the IRS is the collection agency. It's
good old Jekyll Island.
Well, yeah, I mean, because the Federal Reserve is printing money. They're basically making a loan to the government that the taxpayers are paying back. That's why it was fuckery with the banks to do that. They basically took a loan out in the U.S. citizen's name and fucking cashed the check and went and fucking partied with it. You know what I mean? And we're stuck.
They're still doing it. They're still doing
it. Thing, man. Like, it's no different than if I took out a loan in your name, Bingus, and you had to pay the loan back, and I got all the money from the loan.
That's right.
That's exactly what happened.
Don't ever do that, but yeah.
No, I mean,
that's the whole FDIC.
I am very educated in the way the fake system of control works. Believe me.
Well, and they're attached at the hip, and it's a federal program, and that means that if it's cannabis money, that's why they care about where the money came from.
Until the banks are set up to you to handle the cash that comes through because of they're trying to get rid of the cash. Number one, to try to.
We're almost there.
Most of it's gone.
Yeah.
We're like 80% digital, maybe more.
And if you get your vaccine, then of course then you'll be digitally connected to their new quantum system. So then they'll know exactly what you're spending.
Yeah. In this whole conversation, now I think, Eagle, you're clean to play any song you damn well please because we're already canceled.
Yeah, you're probably right there.
I'll go get a drink. It's beverage time. Sorry.
Yep.
Oh, sweet, man. The fucking Mark of the Beast is coming. That whole.
We were jamming at the beginning. Me and Eagle were fucking in here. He was just like letting it play. And it was good times. I'm happy that when there's this many people, it wouldn't work. It'd be way too hard to hear.
I think it would, though. like if it would played in the like I had it in the beginning where it played through the back of your speakers lightly instead of me playing it through my mic, I think we could all still chill and be like, yeah, that's fucking good too. Just like I said, it'd be just like hanging out at your house and we listening to your stereo. You can still carry on a conversation with 6 people with your stereo on. No different.
It's true.
It'd be
I
nice.
think, Jack, now
Be
you
nice.
say that about 80% cashless society, that makes me want to fucking take cash everywhere I go. I don't want to use my fucking card.
I gotta Google that, fact check myself. But I know that it's definitely trending down.
Anyway,
I try to pay.
you gotta
cash.
pay.
I
You
don't
gotta
like to.
pay.
That's what it's gonna be, man. You're gonna be fucking paying every transaction every time whatever happens. And, you know what I
That
mean?
was the original track
You're gonna get taxed.
before even any of this. The credit cards and that, before the real internet kicked off, Amex was building files on us then. Every time you swiped your card, that shit went into a file. He bought this on this day. And they had an idea how much you made, how many people were in your house, and the things you like to do back then. And they were selling that information. The only difference now is they get it in detail. And then more people are getting it. You know, that's the only difference.
I think I'm
It's
just
more
going to
transparent.
Red Pill suitcase when he goes to Oklahoma and surprise him when he opens it up. Hey,
You gonna be in?
can I help?
You gonna be in a shipping container?
Oh yeah. Yep. Make my own human manure.
My opinion on that red pill is fucking if it makes you comfortable, man, and you're happy living in this fucking container and nobody's giving you shit, fucking power to you, brother. If it costs you nothing and it, fuck yeah. You know what I mean?
The earth ships, right? It's the idea of the earth shipping.
You can definitely get some of those like things that are like naturally built. Well, if you go solar, especially and you're in the right area, that'll help. Or even wind or water, whatever renewable energy source. But those are all good. But the thing is, you just have to figure out your cost and then get enough money saved that your investment in your savings returns more money per year than you need to live off of. And once you figure out that amount with a comfortable buffer, then you can easily retire. It's a big chunk of money you have to put aside, though. That's why most people do 20, 30, 40 years of work before they retire.
If we're talking like I get to go like where I'm talking about and have no problem with supplying how much I need to go through for medicine, then my I don't know, I could live off
I could disappear.
Like $10 a day max. You know what I mean?
I would ultimately that sounds perfect. If I could go off the grid, grow my own food, grow my own weed, and just fucking never leave my property, people could come visit me. I'd be fucking cool with that. I'd be fucking way cool with that. Have a fucking car for just having to go to the fucking hospital or something.
I'm really into permaculture too. So what I would do is all that land around me that, you know, I would basically replace all the plants that are there and make it an entire edible forest.
Nice.
So
I like that idea.
my goal would be to be able to fill my stomach, like actually get full off of more food that's being produced, or having more food being produced than I could actually be full off of in one day.
I think that'd be a great idea. I try to stay out of the system as much as possible, but it's not, you can't, you're always going to have to interject with it sooner or later at some point, you know. And the Federal Reserve System, many people have tried to get us out of it.
Shout out to Ron and Paul.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of people.
It ain't happening anytime soon.
Kennedy, several others, but no, dude, they own the world. I mean, right now, when you can print paper, give it to the Treasury lend it to the Treasury, U.S. Treasury, with interest, and have the citizenry pay the interest. Okay, we look at our national debt, right? It's in the quadrillion, trillions, or whatever. Who knows, right? we're responsible for that, dude. I think it boils down to about $60,000 to $70,000 for each one of us.
Responsible to who though, Bingus? That's my whole thing on that. Like, how is that ever gonna? Like, if we go bankrupt, can the government go bankrupt? Because I mean, like literally, where's that?
If you follow the taxes back, right, it ends up in England, which is the financial center. Okay, so a percentage goes there, then the majority of it goes into the Vatican, and that's been proven. So, you know, don't give me none of this conspiracy stuff, because if you research that, you can follow a money trail, right? So our taxes don't really pay us. I mean, it pays the people that own the Federal Reserve Corporation. Okay, and the people behind that are follow the money back, and you'll see who they are. And I wonder who lives in the basement of the Vatican. Who really pulls the strings on planet Earth? Who really?
I'll say this: the U.S. military gets a lot of that tax money.
Well, no, I get that, Jack, but I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like if you know, if you fuck over a bank on a loan, there's fraud, right? And there's whatever, there's recourse to that. But what I'm saying is, like,
and then they do it and they pay a fine and they just go about it.
Yeah, what recourse is there to the U.S. government just being like, "Fuck you, Federal Reserve, we're not paying,"
or China or whoever
that back? You can kiss our ass. I mean, what would be the?
There is no, as long as we're in the.
Well, didn't they do that over in the EU not too long ago? They were like, "Fuck this shit, we're out. We're coming up with our new currency and shit."
But
and that where they just did that like a year.
We'd have to return to the
debt.
Republic.
It ain't our debt.
We'd have to return to the Republic, all right, to have a values-backed system. We are not in the Republic. We haven't been in the Republic for well over 100 years. I can't remember the exact date. We're in the corporate system of USA America, all right, and the USA, and part of the world where that fits in is we are the military might. Britain is the financial center. Vatican is the religious center, and China is the manufacturing center, as far as the world order type thing that they keep talking about. Okay, so
there's money here.
We have to look from the top down, and so far in my research, and I've been researching this shit for 15 years. Okay, and the money most of it ends up in the Vatican. And dude, try to get information about the Vatican. Very difficult.
I've been there.
Have you been in?
I had this conversation earlier today. How fucking powerful the Vatican is. We probably hit another flag.
Anyway,
I've walked through it.
Pretty nice, isn't it?
It's a beautiful place.
But isn't it similar on like Temple of the Mount with the Islam and?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Now you're talking gold.
It's all guarded. You can't find info about it.
They have a library that you can go to if you're oppressed.
America goes to those countries that have gold and values-backed system, and they have a tendency to bomb the fuck out of them and install a central banking system, much like we have in America. Okay, that's because they don't. Okay, gold is a key thing. Study where that came from and why it's so important on Earth, and that'll open your eyes. Big time. Okay, and we're not in a system that has any value behind it.
I have a fun fact about gold.
That is weird because gold's been valuable since we can remember, right? Like, I mean,
nobody ever knows why. We
do know
why isn't it any more valuable than anything else?
I'll give you a few reasons. One, it's beautiful, so it makes fine jewelry. But two, it has actual properties that make it more unique than other things. Some of it is soft, depending on the fineness of the carat. They use it in cars because the heat transfer, like certain high-end like Porsches have a gold plated interior because it transfers a heat a certain type of way than a different metal.
Oh, Jack, it won't corrode either.
Yeah. So there's
none of that
benefits more so than
none of that was in place when we dug it out of the ground the first time.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
None of that happened.
Definitely not. Yeah.
None of that was
I think
around.
they knew. I mean, there's
At
obviously
some point we went, oh, this one's more valuable than this one. You know what I mean? That's what it boiled down to. In time, we found uses and made
I think
more.
Right,
the
we
whole
didn't.
thing with gold is it keeps its value because everybody has it. I mean, it's a national currency. That's
Not
why.
anymore.
No,
Is it really?
Yeah, it's not based.
No, we've been off
See,
the gold
Augustine-
standard for years.
Oh,
What
Yeah.
up, bro?
I
I
think
thought
fucked
I
on
thought
that.
we like I thought we had Fort Knox that was like fucking
it's
all that
empty.
shit.
Oh, that's empty.
It's empty. That's
Fort
in the
Knox.
Bond movie, dude. They did.
If anything is full, anything is.
that in it.
Full of like
I'm-
novelties and shit.
Sorry, smiling.
Ain't full of nothing, man. It's empty.
It's if
No
there's
way.
anything in there, it's other people's gold. In fact, I had this
Yeah.
conversation today. Why
that's
China
what I'm
has so
talking
much
about, yeah.
influence on our country is because of gold. They
Yeah.
want their shit back. We went a long time ago and took everybody's gold. We got the most secure place in the world. Fucking give
Yeah.
us all your gold. We'll protect it. We're the mighty United
120
States. And we got a
tanks.
hole in the
120
ground.
tanks.
And
Right,
then we
exactly.
sold all the gold underneath them. And now they want it back. Russia wants it back. We told them it was like 2050, hit us up. China, we were like, yeah, try again in like 2060. And until then, here's some laws. You can have your hand in our laws. You can dictate our laws. You can own Hollywood and, dictate your stuff that way. But until then, kind of consider this interest. And by the way, take all of our business. Just take all of our fucking manufacturing and make all the money from that.
Right.
Why we just sit around. Who's going to pay for all this fucking military when, like, say, China's raking in all the money making shit? You know what I mean? All of our money's going over there. And then we're borrowing money to put on a fucking military.
Right.
That is for what?
A
To
fucking
protect
debt
everybody else?
A debt to ratio income, because the fact that money was never there to begin with. They printed it up and was like, hey, you want to borrow it? 10%. $1 million, $100,000. That's how banks make their money and shit like that. So that's how
Hey,
things are gonna,
Kasky, I got a Monopoly game here. I can loan you some money.
Dude, exactly. It's a
Wanna take out a
fucking
loan?
who builds a bigger fucking thing? Who builds this? Who builds that? Oh wait, we'll send money over to other countries.
Fucking look
They'll
at your
build
money
other
right
things.
now.
Fucking
Pull out your money
fuck,
out of your
man.
pocket right now. Look at it and tell me how closely it resembles Monopoly money. Your
It is
orange
a Federal
tens,
Reserve note.
your
It is
blue hundreds,
It's a Federal Reserve.
your fucking, they're all different colors. They're all different colors. It's fucking Monopoly money.
It's
It's
a
fucking
debt
Monopoly
note.
money.
Right
Well,
there
you know
on
what's
the top.
interesting
It's a debt
is that we have like 160 military bases all around the world.
Different
Russia
colors.
has like 4.
Orange and blue right there.
Right there. Yeah, pull it up. Yeah, right there. Right, look at that. They've changed it every fucking year, so it can't be
Got a
thing.
50.
But you know what's crazy? You can fucking you can take the $100 bill and you can take this fucking that line right there, and you can still peel it off with a razor blade, dude.
Look at
It's
it.
fucked.
They're red and blue, and then 20s are yellow, and the 10s are yellow now. The fucking it matches up with
It's
Monopoly.
Monopoly money. It does.
They're
Thank
laughing
you.
at us.
It's called fiat
Yes.
currency, dude.
They're
It's
laughing.
literally called fiat. They call it fiat currency. It's not based on anything other than us printing it as a government and saying
It's
that
like the
we
crypto.
back it as a government.
Yep, there's a 10. Yeah, the 10s are orange, right?
The tens, yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't show the color.
They're
of
laughing
it.
at us. They're laughing at us. It's almost right spot on to the Monopoly money, too. If you pull out the Monopoly board and the money, it's almost spot on how it matches up.
Eagle, I'm like you. I got some
Mine's
silver,
kinda
but
purple.
I have traces of where it came from, and I think it's good to have some silver.
Hey, the only fucking silver I have is the .999 for my fucking colloidal silver generator that I make my spray with, bro. That's about it.
Colloidal silver generator. What is this?
Yeah. Oh, you never heard of it?
No, I have not.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so about fucking 10, 12 years ago, bro, honest to God, you take a 9-volt battery and it hooks up to this little sort of like circuit board to it, kind of, right? And it's 9-volt battery and it connects, and basically what it is, it positively charges the ions in the fucking silver, in the 9.9999% silver, and you put that inside of a jug of water, distilled water, and that's how you make colloidal silver. And then they give you a little laser, right? And yeah. So once it gets all abundant inside the water, because basically, you know, the electrolysis or whatever the fuck's going on with the silver, it goes into the water. And when you cannot put that laser beam, it becomes a laser beam. And when you cannot put the laser beam through the jug of water, that means there's enough silver content in there. Now you check your ppm, you know, bam, fucking, you should be about 75, 80, you know, parts per million. Or you can take that concentrated formula and mix it down into something else so you can use it into a spray bottle. And what do you have? Colloidal silver. That's how they've been doing it years and years ago. I had a 9-volt battery with 3.999% rods, and it cost me about $50. And I was able to get the rods as the market went up and down, whatever else. I was able to get a fucking box of rods. I think for $100, dude, I had 50 rods that I'll be able to take 3 at a time and fucking make colloidal silver out of a gallon. Now, you have to keep it in a dark area, because if you don't keep it in a dark area, it'll go, like, I don't know what the fuck happens to it, but it doesn't work nearly as well. But I used to get it so right. Go ahead.
When you spray that
Colloidal.
shit, cover yourself up, because it'll turn your skin fucking blue.
Yes.
That shit
You don't
is
want to
fucking,
ingest it.
I
You
tell
want
you
to have,
what,
you know, a mask.
I disagree there. There is colloidal silver creams that you can buy. I'm telling you right now, I've used them. I've been prescribed them by fucking top-notch plastic surgeons to avoid their care. They're like, dude, put this on. It's fucking miracle cream. You told me miracle cream. Put that shit on there. If that don't work, I'll come in.
300 ppm will fuck you up. It'll turn you blue. If you ingest that, it'll definitely turn you blue.
Numbers like that, I don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
I just know that
75
that silver
or less,
cream
50, 75.
is fucking
spray.
Amazing for healing sores and shit.
I've heard of people that have actually smoked their colloidal silver, and I'm like, hey, Jesus, guys, like, that's a little harsh.
Dude, people drink it.
I was thinking
don't do that.
Like gold.
Yeah, they drink it. Yeah, they drink it.
It boosts your immune system.
Poison's in the dose.
It's actually good for your immune system. Yeah.
Really?
It's all in the dose.
Apparently, yeah. It can't be a lot of ppms, dude. If you have a lot of ppms, you might turn your fucking skin, you know, your collagen in your skin and different things like that, you know, going on. It might turn you blue. I've seen dudes you know, on documentaries that turn blue. Yeah,
I saw a video of that dude who turned blue.
I got a blueberry for a daughter.
Yes,
like one of them motherfuckers, like Willy Wonka shit. Yeah, like, holy shit. Look at her. She's swelling. She's turned into a blueberry.
Well played.
Oh, she's going to the squishing factory.
Right. Should be fun.
Crystals. Good
plays.
Good
but
plays.
yeah, I've made colloidal silver a lot of different times. I've used the generator, 9-volt battery, and one 9-volt battery will get you fucking 2 to 3 gallons of colloidal silver. Do I say to drink it? Absolutely not. This is strictly for making feminized seeds.
Okay. My thought is, why not use?
You have a ppm meter and
like a silver thiosulfate, which is like a little bit safer, and I've heard it's actually a little bit better at reversing the plant.
You're exactly right. About 4 or 5 years before this, when I was using colloidal silver, then they had that silver sulfate, which has probably been around the same exact time, but I just never really heard about that. Now the silver sulfate that actually worked, dude. That will, you know, what is it called? Silver sulfate.
STS, silver thiosulfate. It's also known as STS.
Yeah,
but they use it in photography.
Yeah, and it.
For what?
Really? Okay. Yeah. Photography?
What would you use the silver for in photography there, Vinny?
Yeah, I
You're right about that. Yeah, I've been investing in silver. I just bought some more just a few months ago. Went down, and the guy, I think I got it $5 over spot, which was a good price. So I bought as much as I could.
Buy those dips, man, and then hold.
Yeah,
silver's good investment.
Very good. Again, especially if you're going to be an off-gridder, It's a value. I have a lot of like quarters that are silver and
64 and older.
yeah, 50-cent pieces, dimes, nickel, no nickels, but dimes, silver dimes. And because
Pennies from 43 and 44.
I just no, but
No,
silver will be a
aren't those
tradable
copper?
item at that when you have small
And there's
pieces.
steel.
Oh, the
Yeah,
steel.
I was gonna say if you find a copper penny from 43, then you're like you got like $500,000.
Yeah, you find one of those, that's right after World War II, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's like
Bingus.
they changed that and sorry, bro.
Yes,
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just biggest. I'm actually the same way, man. I fucking check my coins every time I pull my coins out of my pocket. I'm looking for a 64 and older. I've got a ton of fucking nickels. By the way, it's illegal to hoard nickels like I am. I know it for the silver. I know it is, but
that's real
whatever.
money. That's the only
Hold on.
real money
Nick
in the system.
and for nickels are the only one because they're the heaviest.
Hold on.
You
hold
know,
on,
a
hold on.
nickel actually weighs 5 full grams. 5 full grams of silver.
Yeah, it does. It does weigh 5 full grams of silver.
The
Wow.
other thing is you got to look for
wow.
collectors.
Yeah, you have to.
I
Yeah,
was waiting
I
at the
don't give a
bank.
fuck about collectors.
You can go.
I
I'm
pulled
looking for
one
the
out.
silver.
Or you can go in a coin store.
You have to find a sucker wanting to buy the collectible. Silver, its
That's
weight
true.
in silver is what I want
Oh,
because it holds value.
All right, so without saying it, you want to
Melt it.
maybe.
Or trade it.
I wasn't gonna say that, man, because that's illegal, man. Fuck. Your face
Well,
government
hey, if the
property,
world
you
goes
shouldn't be
upside
doing it.
You
down,
wouldn't do that if it got hot and ended up in a puddle. I'm just saying that's beyond my point.
So a few days ago, we were talking
If that
about
portion of the shed catches on fire and it
He's
fucking
like, dude, if
whatever.
there's a smelter in there and I'm just fucking throwing if nickels
it's
just
a
got
wishing
on the
well.
wall,
It's a wishing
somebody-
Yeah,
well.
whatever.
uh,
It's all
I see Eagle
hypothetical. It's all
forging a samurai
hypothetical.
sword. Fucking over here. Just
All fucking
forging.
I love
hypothetical.
it. I love
It's
it.
all
I love it.
hypothetical.
If
Jack's like, if
totally
you fucking melt it,
this shit hits the fan, you don't need to melt it. You need to. People are gonna say, okay, I want 2 grams of silver for this. So you take out a dime and you put it on there, and it's 2 grams. There you go. It's not even the fact that it's dime; it's how much weight silver you got.
yes,
You know,
yes,
you know, that's
it's
so.
currency.
But
Currency.
with that
Fucking
said,
years.
we mentioned a couple days ago, I was talking about this very same topic, everything we're talking about. Someone I follow it's Stinky Cash on YouTube. He does the same thing. He buys shit tons of pennies and nickels and dimes, hunts through them, finds
From the
all the
change
ones that are real
machines?
silver.
A lot of people buy them for change machines for that reason. You can go to the bank and
So-
ask for silver coins, 50-cent pieces. You got any 50-cent pieces? And they can sell them to you
can
just
go
for the
bank, ask
value.
anything, bro. You
But-
ask for, you can order $1,000 bill.
So
Go ahead,
here's
Red.
another fun fact. Bingus,
Yeah.
I agree with you on the silver, but here's one thing you're forgetting, my friend. With that head and that stamp on that dime that you're passing for grams is owned by the Federal fucking Reserve.
Yeah.
It's
You're holding it, but it's actually owned by the Federal Reserve. At one point, they give called in coins
no,
and
the
fucking give
Treasury-
you whatever they can. Same thing with the dollar. The dollar, they own the dollars.
No, man.
They printed them out.
I'm pretty sure.
That's their dollar. They're backing it. You hold it.
Hang on. The Federal Reserve, I think, only prints the dollar, the paper. The
It's-
Treasury mints because you buy it.
Dollars.
They
It's
mint.
Either way, their coin.
The difference is the Treasury makes dollars, the Federal Reserve makes notes.
There
The
you go.
notes
I agree.
Thank you.
My cat's telling me it's time for bed. Peace and love, y'all.
All
Thank
right,
you so much
Jack.
for having me. Eagle, Bingus, Red Pill, Grokowski, Smiley's Garden. It's been a fucking pleasure
bro.
as always.
Yep.
Peace and love. See you
We're
next
getting
time.
heated up here.
Cheers, Jack.
But Red Pill, I'm with you, bro. There's certain fucking types of the government that make certain types of fucking currency. You have this or you have that, right? Now,
So when I
I
order
under- I
silver,
understand.
it comes from the Treasury. Okay,
Yes.
If you get the silver eagle.
I used to have silver certificates. I used to collect a little bit of money, foreign money.
Worst
foreign.
thing you can have.
I used to have a sheet of
metal.
money. I had I think it was either 16 or $20 in $1, but it was an actual sheet.
A sheet, right?
Yeah.
That shit's expensive as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. My father used to work as a pressman, and he had some opportunity to do some work with the fucking U.S. Treasury and shit like that before he became a felon and drug addict and shit. He was actually doing good for his fucking self.
Well,
you know what I mean?
that's what ended up happening to my sheet of my money. My mom cut it up and bought drugs with it. So.
Yeah. That's kind of, yeah, dude. Wow, man. You're on the same level. I didn't think that there was another person that was like that. My dad was like, dude, I'm gonna cut it up and make fucking 20s and fake 20s with it and shit, and fucking do a bunch of shit. And yeah, he did. And yeah.
Not to change the subject, but I used to own Marvel's Daredevil #7.
The fucking comic?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a fucking expensive comic.
Yeah, it was one of my prized possession. It was worth quite a bit.
Now you say you used to.
Then I got a divorce.
What happened? Oh,
It got burned in the fireplace.
Oh, I was just gonna say that, but I didn't want it to be true. Oh my god!
My mouth is
thinking
still covered, bro.
Also, my record
she
collection.
Fucking burn it, bro.
My record collection, several baseball cards, and a few
Spider-Man every day.
It would be worth a lot of money.
Every day here.
Oh, women. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Okay, until you're not, until you're like, hey, fuck your count, and out the window it goes, and you're like, that's like 400 grand, shit, like, bitch.
When you leave, make sure you take all your stuff, man. Don't be.
Dude, you vacuum seal it and you put it in a tote. You go, you know what? Fuck you. You leave.
You go back to the bank and you put it in a safety deposit box.
Yeah, be smart.
Now you put it in a fucking storage unit that she has no idea about. She can have access to. You put it in a storage unit that's climate controlled until you fucking figure out what the fuck you want to do with it. Because trust me right now when I tell you, I have some stuff in storage right now.
I can barely hear you, dude.
Oh, what the fuck? Why is it always happening?
I don't know. You're going off.
All right. Can you hear me?
You're saying a lot, but I'm not quite getting what it is.
All right, hold on. Me fucking get to the other mic, yeah.
Anyway, that sounds better already. You lean forward.
Yeah.
Anyway, dude, I'm gonna get going here.
The fuck?
Bingus, come on. You can't stir the pot, just jump out. We've had fun tonight. This reminds me of like the old. Can you hear me? Rabbit holes. This is a rabbit hole. This isn't a wormhole. This is one of the old fun rabbit holes.
I'm gonna get a shot, so hang on.
Alrighty.
It is what it is. Hopefully everybody walks away from this not butthurt, but just fun conversation. You know what I mean? That's the way it should be. We should be able to fucking talk about whatever the fuck right here. Go to sleep tonight, wake up, smoke a joint, and come back and be like, man, that was fucking crazy combo last night. What were we talking about tonight? That's the way it should work. So I like it. Let's roll with it. Yeah, I know it hasn't been that cannabis content tonight, but it's been conversation that hasn't stopped all night long.
Well, we could steer it to cannabis conversation.
We could.
The way I feel about it is...
Goose is loose.
I'm even going to let 420 in. I never do that.
Fucking A,
that
right?
fucker's get... He hasn't even earned his numbers, and he don't even know this is happening. So this is a special occasion. Now this is a rabbit hole.
Right? What the fuck is up, fucker?
Fucker, how are you?
What's up, fucker?
What the fuck, bro?
Yeah. Cheers, fucker. Merry Christmas.
What are you doing over there?
Happy New Year.
What the fuck?
Well,
he's all off guard. He doesn't even know it was coming.
He's like,
he tried, but he didn't think it was going to happen. What's up, brother?
Here's to you, 420.
What are you shooting down over there, guy?
Oh, the goose is loose, man.
Oh, the goose? That wasn't goose. That was dark.
The goose is loose. That's dark. That's not the goose. That's dark.
Yeah, it wasn't dark. It was a fucking Maker's Mark or something, bro.
I got what the fuck?
Got a Elijah.
Maybe.
Space dust. Space dust. I only got it because it says space dust on it.
This says
That's all.
space
Oh,
dust.
it is Goose.
It says space
No
dust.
way.
I'm like, dude, you know what? I like it.
It's almost gone.
Dab song. Jack says dab song. We're gonna give a dab
Yeah,
song.
dab
What the
song. Fuck
it?
yeah, dab song.
Yeah, we have covered some very interesting
Mhm.
subjects tonight that are kind of controversial in nature.
Very, very
They need to be
controversial.
talked about though.
Yeah.
That's why it's called the wormhole.
Eagle Hunt, I think quite a bit alike. I'm learning, which is good.
They
Eagle,
they need to know
Eagle,
about
you
that
always
shit.
have-
That
Eagle, you always have great people on fucking to do interview and shit like that. But yeah, wormhole, man, you get deep sometimes, bro. Smiley will agree. Watch, he'll smile, and I'll tell you. You know, he'll be like, dude, that fucking shit. Yeah, it's pretty deep.
Fucking shit, dude.
you know, I'm actually getting a little butthurt about that too, because in the beginning it was like, oh, we love the spotlights, and I was like, yeah, I do too. But lately anymore, it's been like, man, the spotlights are good, but we like the wormhole. When is the wormhole
Yeah,
coming on?
the wormhole is the fucking shit, man. Because you get
Wormhole.
stoned, right? You get stoned, and you're like, you know what? All these good controversial subjects come about, and we all have something to say about them. And sometimes we don't, you know, whatever it may be. But sometimes we're fucking super passionate about them. We're like, dude, you know what? Fuck yeah. Like, fuck yeah. You know what? Talk about whatever. I love it. I love that shit. Sorry for the accent.
Oh, it's
Get
the
passionate.
wormhole.
I try to balance how passionate I can be with how inflammatory I could be if I say certain things or go past a certain threshold. You know what I mean?
I'm
Are
just
you a flat earther?
Probably that too, by the way.
Oh boy.
I said, are you a flat earther? He said, oh boy. I'm
You ventured down
if
that
you are,
road.
you are, dude. Listen, I'm not gonna go down that fuck.
Yeah,
Easy.
that's what I mean. Yeah. Some
You
road
have
not
to
to
open
go
a
down.
wormhole that you're like, dude, listen,
The wormhole.
clean trick, you know, take off of the directory.
I've learned more to just not even bring that topic up, to just save friendships in the past 5 years. So it's not even worth
Yeah, dude,
talking
save
about.
friendships, save them, because you're like, you know what? What? Hold on, are you that guy? That's the fucking one. That's the controversial guy.
What
Yeah.
topic was that, Red?
I'm always controversial.
Oh,
Flat Earth.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I might switch sides on what I think just to play the
Yeah.
devil's advocate.
Listen to you.
Well,
Like what?
I did.
Oh.
There was a couple wormholes ago where I did hear Smiley phrase something as supposedly we went to the moon.
Oh.
I know you've at least
He
questioned
said
that.
that. He was like, "There's that
Weird shit
fucking.
about it, bro.
There it is.
It's
There it
weird
is.
shit
It's
about
fucking
it.
not moving. Why isn't it moving?" Yeah, he did one of those.
I don't know why I can't see the
You know
flag.
what's fucked up though, bro? I got paid over fucking $4,000, right? In the last fucking job that I've been at, to make fucking pieces for the Mars rover. That was fucking about a year and a half ago. Okay. And regardless if that's fucking true or not, guess who made money?
You did.
That's right. So I don't give a fuck. You went to Mars? Oh shit.
I don't know, man. It just
Yeah,
seems
bro.
weird that there's that whole like radiation belt, the whole idea we haven't been back, and like then we.
Why do we have to
technology.
rebuild? Yeah, we have to rebuild technology that we supposedly had in the 60s.
Like how do we
Already had in the 60s. Yeah,
Technology.
thank you. Fucking
Well, we haven't
50
went
years
back,
ago,
or
we already
are we
had this
talking
shit.
about the secret Apollo missions that never happened after
No, I'm
all
just saying,
that?
isn't there like a radiation
so
belt that like you can't make it through, like this radiation?
Yeah, they're just right now. It's called the Orion Project. They're trying to build a capsule that gets
yes,
through
yes.
Van Allen radiation belt.
Yeah, and supposedly in the 60s they were able to do that, you know what I'm saying? But now they can't without that missing technology. I don't know. Is this,
Yeah. It's a little controversial, and you're like, what the fuck happened between then? If you got technology then, and we've gone fucking shit, dude, we've already gone 50 fucking years. You should have a lot more technology.
Well,
good
I think
shit.
that's what we're
Yeah.
leading up to with the Mars thing, because our generation, or at this time point right now, we need a new Apollo, but it's going to be Mars instead.
That shit took fucking 70. I'm sorry, 7 months to get there. 7 fucking months, like
And there's no return
2,000
trip
miles an
back.
hour. Yes.
You don't
So
come back.
no,
Well,
no,
you do come
you're gonna
back.
go there and you're gonna go. "Brrr, I
got-
died.
Isn't it a 3-year
Weather.
round trip if you wanted to go there and come back?
The whole point is how much fuel you got to bring there, or how much there's a
Fuck
whole
outta here.
technique of things of generating fuel from over there to make another, round trip back.
Well,
But
if there's water, you can make different things and different
Right.
elements, and
yeah,
so
if there's water,
I
they can
get it.
do
If
hydrolysis and make
if-
pure oxygen.
I don't know,
if there's
man.
water.
Potato launchers are pretty powerful. They might be potatoes.
Dude, no gravity, but like you just take off with it. Like, woo, yeah, we're going fucking 20 grand, bitch. Like, oh yeah, we're almost there.
You might
Man,
need
I don't
10
know.
You might need 2 or 10 of the potatoes to make it. But
Maybe 30 or 40 probably, bro. But like,
do you think?
either way.
You think we'll see somebody land on Mars in our lifetime?
Well, that's me.
Yes.
If
Like a
if you
person? Oh shit.
if someone believes the same exact thing about the moon landings 50 years ago, then yeah, some kid today is going to live their life, get to see a Mars landing, and then in the history books it's going to be written that we went to Mars. But it's going to be the same exact,
Thing is the
plausible deniability of it.
Elon
it's gonna
Musk
be
is
like-
calling out 30. 30 he wants to be there. 2030 he wants to have somebody there.
Bro, that's
He's
9
Well-
fucking years. Do you know how much it's gonna
Yeah.
cost somebody to get to the moon? Never mind
Not
Mars.
only that, it's
Jesus Christ.
scary. Is the people with the money are the ones fucking backing that shit. That it's like the Bill Gates and shit. They want to fuck off this planet. They're fucking backing space bros.
When we were talking
like,
about,
yeah, we'll float to Mars. Fuck it.
But like, what happens with a 7-month trip, dude? How much training do you have to go before that? First, second of all, 7 months to get to fucking Mars. Do you think I don't know about you guys, bro, but I'm a normal human being, and I do not want to be cooped up in a fucking space shuttle for 7 months.
Kosky, how long has somebody even lived in space? Has anybody
well,
made
there's
A
been
couple-
people
a few-
supposedly
a
on
few
the
years,
ISS.
bro.
Yeah, they've
Yeah,
gone a year or two.
space station.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They've
they've
been
been
up
in there
on the
fucking
station,
a
right?
long time.
That's a whole nother thing if you want to accept or believe too. So,
I'm down to Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bengus, what's up, bro? What's up?
Make the wormhole
See.
worthwhile.
It is.
I think the wormhole is worthwhile, bro.
Let's make it-
What do you want to do?
You want to give a giveaway?
Hell yeah, Vegas.
What do you want?
What, I think Koski too, maybe. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Of course, yeah. I'm talking about it, right?
I got some Blue Mile. I see 6-pack.
I'll take those. Thanks. I already won. Hey, look at that. Hey, winner.
I think that's a good way of rewarding anyone that's still with us, that stuck through anything that they might not have, wanted to hear,
Thank
weren't
you.
cool with.
That was my
No.
thinking.
Honestly,
We got some
probably-
troopers in the chat.
We
Exactly.
didn't even get on to like
a
certain-
lot of people think what we think. There would not be 70 people in here sticking around on a regular basis if we weren't talking some
Yeah.
good wormhole
Well,
action. Okay.
one thing I think about that is I always thought it was weird to find people in cannabis community that were really anti-conspiracy theories, based upon the whole reason why weed's illegal is built upon a conspiracy theory, so.
I think that's what wakes everybody up
So-
to that really red pill is like you realize that it's not all the shit they told you it was, and then you're like, well, what the fuck else are they?
How many more lies are
What the
there?
fuck else have they been telling me this
Yeah.
whole time?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I will give 20 Jabora away.
Woohoo!
This little
I want to be in
giveaway
the
if you
fucking
guys
chat room.
want to.
What is that blue mile? I didn't read
That's
it.
the Blue Mile Pheno number 6, which is very geeky. S1 feminized 6-pack. Yeah.
And yeah, the Jabora is Burgundy Baboon from 7 Leaf Genetics times Ocean Grown Malibu Pie times Leroy 7 Leaf Genetics times UK Cheese Hash Plant. So 2 males on 1 female. So you get a genetic variation of the Bora and you have Jabora. So UK cheese times hash plant is fucking outstanding. I'll give 20 of those away.
2 different runs. 2 different runs.
Only thing I ask, if I give seeds away, I just want a fucking picture every 2 weeks. Just give me an update.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Send me my
absolutely,
email. I don't give a fuck.
Tell them
I just want a picture.
Like a lighting company now?
That's a what?
I said every 2 weeks. Goddamn, what are you, like a lighting company now?
Nah, dude, just one picture every 2 fucking weeks.
Obligation for your fucking.
An obligation is the 1 picture, or you know what, dude? Fucking 2 pictures now, bitch.
So, Grokowski, does it have to be a picture of the plant, or can I just tag you with a picture of my face?
Smiling. Yeah, just a picture of me smiling.
So the way it works, I don't give a fuck how you guys do it. YouTube, Instagram, whatever platform you're on, and if I'm not on that platform, what I
you want it, dude? I'll tell you for real
Instagram,
how it gets done. You want to know how it gets done?
I want feedback.
Well, let 420 tell you. Let 420 tell you.
Dude, it comes from the fact that we don't want nothing from you, motherfuckers. We don't want nothing from you. We appreciate your time, dude. That's it.
Exactly.
That's it. Like, straight up, man.
I just want to see how the Jabora has grown because I haven't fucking seen it yet, man. So I'm like, send me a picture every fucking couple weeks, man, just so I could see it. Because I had some people that have taken my strain and literally crossed it with something before it's ever been flowered. So made an F1 times an F1, fucking whatever. I didn't see anything. They went from a seed, 12-12. It flowered out. You know what I mean?
Call me when it's an F2. You know what I'm saying? No.
Yeah.
All right. I cannot see how many people are in chat. How many people are in chat?
We have 67.
There, even better.
67.
Great on.
We'll go 280.
Chicha, what's up, baby?
0 to 280.
Good morning. I'm trying to like.
Oh, Chicha B.
There she is. There she is.
Ah,
This girl
motherfucker.
right here.
I'm trying to like just move the screen over, but it keeps on like getting bigger.
Chicha B in the house. Fuck yeah.
Did you pop on to disqualify yourself from the contest, Chicha?
Yes, I did.
Playing it safe, huh?
I'm playing it so fucking safe.
Chicha B ain't buying gold standards, buying oil reserves. It's like, oh shit.
Trying to get my timer up here. Got 1:30 for the biggest smile. Let me get a timer going here.
Bingus knows what I'm talking about.
420, man. What's up, man? Good to see you, fucker.
Hey, fucker. Hell yeah.
420.
The guy would say that to you know that.
Since it's a special occasion for you, sir, why don't you pick out the number 0 to 280 and put it in our Zoom chat for the winners?
Yeah.
I already know the number.
280. Go ahead, like Chicha. I would guess 19.
No, don't forward it to me, Sir How. Sir Lau. Don't. I have enough.
Come on. 420, just pick it. Pick it and stick it, dude.
All right. You want me to pick a number? I'm going to pick the number 19.
You can't say it.
19.
You can't say it.
Can't say it. You got to put it.
Yeah, put it in the chat.
It's a secret.
Not the allowed chat.
Okay, down here.
Chat.
Hey, you want me to? Can I pick the number? Just kidding.
Go for it. Games until you're on the live 420.
Hey, Smiley, I'd do it, you know.
What's the highest number?
Chicha.
We got a number?
280.
It's like people typing them in.
What's the higher?
They hadn't even seen start yet. 0
Oh
to 280.
shit! All right, so
Chicha.
what the fuck is the plans,
0 to
guys?
280.
Am I giving some like? All right,
Okay,
I'm
good.
giving 20 seeds away. Here's 20 seeds right here, right?
All right, all right. Well, we're gonna go. Which
Okay,
giveaway?
I put the number in.
This
One
is
giveaway at a
Bingus. This is the Blue Mile. Blue Mile. You shouted out first, Bingus. First, first things first.
All right.
I hope you pick the number furthest away from 19.
Yes.
It can go either way, dude.
Wait, can I do that shit too? What the fuck?
Jason is trying to edge in on that thought anyway.
Thing is, am I in this or no?
Right?
Oh, you're next, brother.
No, am I in this giveaway?
Oh, dude,
Your
you
next giveaway. You're doing
Yeah,
two different ones.
They're
I was
constantly
saying,
Blue Mile
He
seatbelts.
wants to see.
I wanna win this
He
fucking
wants to
giveaway.
throw a guess.
I'm asking if I can win this giveaway.
You gotta
That's
drop
kinda
out and
shitty, though.
seriously pop in the right number, the exact number, Grocast.
Okay, so what? All
You
right,
can
so what is
drop
it?
out and then you go into chat and type in the.
You
Oh
already
no, fuck that. Nah.
Suspicious at all.
Thing is, I'll hit you up in the fucking DL, bro, if I want some fucking shit. God damn it.
Wait, we'll do some trading. How's that?
Seed swap.
Seed swap. There we go.
some strain swaps.
With the popcorn ceiling.
Fucking 20 little seeds right there.
All right, we got 10 more seconds. 10 more seconds on this thing.
Hey, dude, I'm rooting for you guys in chat, man. Definitely.
Yeah, yo.
I'm just like, hey, I don't know.
Sorry,
Whatever you-
Southern
whatever you
BT.
win. Shit.
All right, we're done.
All right,
No,
we
And
got
the
through here.
winner is
Oh, I think I know who got it.
Is it closest to?
yeah, it's closest to.
271.
Without going over.
271 was the winner.
Yep, 271 was the number.
269 was fucking Blind Cat.
Yep, Blind Cat 420.
Oh, yeah,
Won.
Blind Cat.
Blind Cat,
Dude,
you
Blind
motherfucker.
Cat, hell
Good
yeah.
job, bro. Awesome job, man.
Perfect win.
Blind Cat is a solid person for real.
Yes, indeed.
This person better be in here though.
Definitely.
Blind Cat, you better respond in the chat right now.
Right on. You need. I'm gonna
Blind
put.
Cat.
Yeah, if you don't respond right now, it goes to the next highest bidder.
Exactly. Yep.
Without
Oh,
going,
If he is blind and you just gotta give him a sec.
can't see the fucking cat.
Congrats. I don't see Blind Cat.
I
Where Blind Cat, where the fuck
really
you
like,
at?
so far, the giveaway selections.
He's
Green
probably, you know, he's
13s.
probably dancing right now. He's like, I fucking won.
Well,
Where are you,
get
Honcho
back to-
Grown?
Get back to your fucking keyboard. And type
Bingus
some
is
shit
giving
in.
away seeds tonight.
Fuck
Giving
yeah.
them away.
Keyboard
Yeah.
already. What?
Oh, dude, where is he? All right, we got like a minute and counting. What's going on here?
I can't
Oh,
find the
Joe.
show if you're back.
Oh,
I
he's
gotta
not
find
around,
the
bro.
pussy
We're all
first.
saying Blind
you
Cat,
know?
Blind Cat. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he?
Might as well
Not
turn
around.
on the light if you can't find it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Blind Cat 420. Cheers, me nerds. I'm here. That's fucking right, you are, bitch. Awesome job.
You won.
Fuck yeah.
I had
That's
faith
awesome.
in you, blind.
Great job. Great fucking job.
Mhm.
I knew. Don't assume.
All right, so Eagle, how do I do my giveaway? Do I have to
Just hang tight, brother. We're gonna get you, dude. 20.
Do
Same,
it away
same.
on them.
what?
Yeah.
Seems to work the easiest. Grokoski. The number thing seems to work the easiest. Seems to be the
Yes, right,
fairest.
How do I tell you guys
Yeah.
my number? Because you're all on panel, so what do I
You
private
Zoom
chat?
basically-
chat.
You gotta whisper it, Grocast. Just whisper
Yep.
it. We'll listen.
You're
fucking
Yeah,
See,
well,
dude. You
here-
know how my whisper sounds? It sounds like some other words, bro.
You're gonna
Yeah,
have
man.
you're
It's
gonna
like
have
You
to
fucking hear
email.
my accent?
Pistols.
I'll be like,
It's the fucking number.
Chinchilla,
It's a
Chinchilla.
fucking
You'll be like,
number.
what? Chinchilla. You'll be like, Chalumpa. Like say weird shit like that.
Chupa-loompas. Damn.
Yeah.
Where the
Is that
fuck
the
is
new-
Tal?
Yeah, no
Has
shit.
anybody
Tal.
seen Tal in a few
So-
days?
I think in fucking private. I think you guys have a
He was there Sunday.
private
He's
chat
lost
here.
at the post office.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was there.
My number is gonna be between what 1 and 500. You guys doing?
1 and 280.
yeah.
Yeah,
One
that
and
works.
280.
Do whatever.
What
Yeah,
the fuck
I mean,
is it?
whatever
All right,
you
okay.
want,
All right,
bro.
all right.
Zoom
It's 20
chat.
seeds. God damn it! How many you giving?
Yeah, the Zoom chat.
Was that you smiling? I think it was.
Okay, so
I do.
hold on. Don't go
What?
yet. Anybody don't go.
Hey, you know that
Alright, so
overnight.
let me think of a number.
I was surprised.
1 to 280.
Let me know though, will you?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
This shit's fun, guys. Like for real.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
It's been fun.
Where's your face, dude? You got a black fucking hole there. What is it? Oh, it's the wormhole.
He's got to light up the smoke. So he
There's the wormhole.
can see the cherry.
I've been looking for it.
All right, guys.
There it is.
There it is.
That's the number. That's the number right there. Okay.
Right.
That's right.
Tell spooky story.
Somebody write go. Somebody write go. Who am I writing go?
Are we,
Do I have to do it?
is there a chance we're dyslexic? I'm dyslexic.
Yes, you are.
So if you write 0 to 4, then does that count as 420 if you're dyslexic?
So what does chat got to pick numbers between?
Oh, shit.
1 and 280. 1 and 280. You can write go. Go.
What is 280? Look at
One
your
and
number.
280. Did you?
Yeah,
see
but look at the number.
What are you fucking doing?
What's your fucking number?
What did I do, bro?
Look
I'm
Nobody's
going.
gonna
The
guess
number is
that.
Typed
backwards.
in a number that's not between 1 and 180. That's what you did.
I thought it was 280, bro.
Nobody's gonna guess that number.
280.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
still.
It's
It's
not
still
even.
God damn, I'm fucking stoned, you guys. Fucking suck.
Yes.
Hold on. Hold
If
on.
you
hold
don't
on,
want
hold
to give
on.
them away, just say, I don't want to give them away.
I want to give them away, you fucking asshole.
Just kidding, guys. I don't want to do
All
it.
right, can we do
Oh,
one
shit.
in 400 closest wins? 1 in 400.
All
closest
right,
wins.
just for you, 1 in 400, so you can keep your number. There
Okay.
you go.
Wait a
It
second.
took me forever,
Wait,
bro. I was like, oh.
Who's the closest
Yes,
one?
you just message
You
him.
know,
You
hey,
guys
Like,
are
like
dicks.
this.
because
Who can make the most corny
you already
joke?
said go.
For real.
If you look at, because what we said, you give somebody a distinct advantage. You see what I mean? Because they
Yeah.
know that it's.
All right, okay, so picking another number. All right,
So pick a
okay.
different number.
1 in 280, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't raise the odds.
That would have been 180 to 400 if we were just the same number.
You guys understand what I'm saying?
Increase the odds
Yes.
by increasing the
Yeah.
number.
Is that okay?
There you
Yeah. Good
Beautiful.
job. Good
All right,
job.
now somebody fucking write go. God damn it.
All right, we got this.
Jesus.
Got the number.
Just like,
Start in chat.
That's
There
a
you
good
guys
number.
Hard to
Minute
get
and a half.
What the fuck?
That's a great number. That's a
I'm
great
gonna
number.
say my number is 145.
That's a prime number, isn't it?
Your number.
Well,
You. Well, it
four-
equals
four-
10.
420.
Yes.
Are you all right, bro?
Oh, I'm smoking a fucking bomb ass bowl, dude. I'm great.
Yeah, I'm glad you are, but what the fuck, man?
What do you
Yo,
mean? What the fuck?
You said fucking the number I just fucking picked, bro.
Hey, fuck is his fucking.
Did I really? Did I really?
Yeah, you
just
did.
nail
You
that?
fucking yelled it. You just
Oh,
fucking
that's
screamed
crazy.
it. I was like,
I was
I
seeing if
started
anybody in
over
chat
again.
like caught on, and nobody
You
in
could've
chat. I
played
was
it,
like,
son.
okay,
Oh
let's
my
just slide
God.
on that one.
Man, nobody thought
I
that.
still don't see it. I still
I
don't
swear
see
Yeah.
it.
to God. I swear to
That's
God,
funny
I
as
just
shit. I
had
was
a
wondering the
feeling.
same thing.
dude, you fucking yelled it. And I'm like,
Oh.
this fucking guy's looking in the background over here, fucking my shit. all
You got
up.
people rewinding right now and shit.
Yeah, like,
Do
what
it
is it?
again.
Oh,
Do it
shit.
again.
Yeah, I should do it
All
again.
right.
Because this fucking guy
Just
gave a
keep the number inside your head.
Green 13 was listening.
Yeah, right. Somebody.
There you go.
Should I fucking pick again? God damn.
Giveaway should
Just
not.
fucking
Oh, now you're
pick a
sending it.
number.
Now you're sending it over the pond.
You know what?
I swear to God,
next giveaway.
Let
Gets us
Chicha pick
involved.
the number. Let Chicha pick the number.
Thank you, Chicha. Go ahead, sweetheart.
Right.
Go ahead.
Kowski's
I'm
overwhelmed.
fucking done.
420, 420. Just go on mute for a minute.
Yeah. He's like, fucking.
just until that's done.
Is there a chance that you're related to Weed Blunt?
That's
I'm
wild.
just
If you really didn't read that,
I'm
one-
I think I'm just gonna hold on to this number so nobody fucking knows the number.
right? No shit.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, when you probably smarter than all
Okay.
of us, what the fuck? Weird.
Like
You can direct it. You could direct it to me, teacher.
Oh,
Come on,
okay,
at least
yeah,
I should
yeah,
be
there
able
we
to
go.
know.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
we
What?
go.
At least
Good
Somebody's
Eagle,
got to
right?
There we
confirm.
go.
Yeah, someone has to fucking.
Somebody's got to
Everybody gets it.
confirm.
Everybody gets it for 420, 420.
Dude, I
Oh my
swear to
God.
God.
There
I
it is.
swear.
I
There
know.
it is.
I
How
know.
could I?
Did I hit
Yeah.
start? Did I fucking
That's
write start,
wild.
or they
Dude.
just
You
blaming
just
on?
called it out like dead on. If you didn't read it, that's wild that you just called it out. Dead
You're
on.
a fucking.
I swear to God, God strike me down right now.
No, don't do that, God. But that's
Dick.
That,
Oh, you'll be able
Smoking
to
Girl
re-listen
Fraser, I
to it.
almost picked
that's
that
all
number.
I'm saying is that's fucking wild. If you just called it out like that, that's like something subconscious shit. You know what I mean?
I don't know how that fucking happened. Was it
Bro,
for
yeah,
real?
you
I
need to
said
shut up, man.
145?
God damn it.
Yeah, dude, it was dead on. I was
You were
gonna play it
fucking.
cool.
You were like.
He's
I
not
was
too
like.
good at that poker thing. He's
No, I was like, hey, poker face, but
Oh
God
yeah.
damn, you hit it with a fucking.
Oh yeah.
I
Me
would
and
just let it
Tom-
ride.
didn't even
Somebody
catch
caught
it.
it. Somebody caught it. Don't piss off later.
Fucking Christ. Dude.
I didn't even
For
catch
real?
it. To be
You
honest
guys-
with you, I didn't even
You
hear
guys
it.
aren't fucking with. You're not fucking with me, right? Like you're not fucking
No,
with me.
no.
I actually
No,
get
not at
that.
all.
My
dude.
number,
Fucking into
not
that
my
one.
number I picked. You
Yeah.
fucking hit dead on the nuts.
They're fucking with you. They're fucking
Oh, that's
Right.
fucking.
And we were like, what the
crazy,
fuck
dude.
when you said it out loud? You're like, my
We
number
were
is
like,
No,
what-
that's why I was
like,
kinda
did you see
like,
it in the
I'm
fucking
gonna
chat?
skate
You're a
on
fucking
back.
asshole.
Read the
bro. Why
number.
you see the chat? Son of a bitch. I was like, why you see the chat? I was so
That's
pissed, man.
fucking nuts, dude. That's
Oh, you're like,
fucking.
oh, this and that. I'm like, dude, what?
That's
the
some
fuck?
random. Yeah, that's
They're
random.
fucking with
Well,
you.
you said between 100 and 200.
I believe it, man. I believe you could have called it out. I'm just saying that's pretty fucking random that you just.
That's
nailed it.
fucking
You weren't
nuts.
one
dude.
off. You weren't 5 off. You nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were like,
Dude, I would put my hand on my
Crystals.
Bible right now. I would put my hand
do
on my
believe it.
Bible.
listen, your
right
fucking
now.
Bible is all
It'd just
right,
be
bro.
like random.
unfortunately, the closest thing to him is the Satanic Bible.
Yeah, no, I totally
Oh,
believe you, man.
fuck you.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck
That's
One of them
weird,
things
right?
is fucking wild, you know.
All right, so who the fuck has this number now?
Hey, where are,
Everybody,
I
but
got
where are we?
I have no idea, but
We
how
are-
Where am I?
Eagles
I
I do
haven't
that
had-
all
I
the
haven't
time when
had-
I'm at work.
Look at this. I got
Captain
slaps
West
in here
Coast,
and shit,
get your
guys.
envelope.
Come on.
I'm on.
That-
it.
I
I'm
think
on
I
it
know who
over
the
here.
winner is,
I got my
actually.
Sharpie out, guy. I'm ready to fucking go.
I'm
Let's go.
gonna fucking.
Coasting in.
What do you got out, Cass?
Dude, that's
my
fucking
Sharpie.
creepy.
Don't fucking. Why are you gonna make me say it again? You know what, Smiley? Just fucking sit back and drink your beer, all right? You fucking jerk. All right? He's like, you know what? What'd you say, bro? Your Sharpie? Oh, okay.
Sharpie.
Your winner
No,
is
it's a fucking
Teacher
Sharpie.
B.
Southern
Yeah.
BT
talking
Grower
I don't know what you're talking
Yep.
about.
with 112. The winning number was 107.
Oh, nice. All right, so I
So-
need
Congratulations.
addresses and shit.
Blanket, you
Congratulations.
almost
Write
had
that down,
it.
Grokoski. Write it down, Grokoski.
I'm writing down. Who is it? Who is it?
How
Write it
how do they
down,
get
take a
hold of you,
screenshot.
Grokoski?
Southern BT grower.
Southern
Won that
BT
round.
grower. I
Yep.
burned myself. Holy shit, I'm on fire.
You sure it wasn't 187?
No, it was 107.
You know?
The 197, right?
All right, hey, can you guys give me the address of that, please? Or the person just.
All right.
Southern BT, please
565.
hit him up. Yeah.
That dude, that's fucking
8675309. Give him a call.
86.
8675309.
That's fucking creepy, dude. I swear to God, I had no idea.
Hey, you ruined that first one, bro. 420. What the fuck, man? I'm just kidding, bro.
I
You're awesome.
swear
All
to
good.
God.
It's all good.
You should play a
That
fucking lottery
fucking-
ticket. That's all I gotta say, you jerk.
Well, yeah, I should, right? You know, I actually win when I play NFL. You know, I play the point spreads and all of that. But that's coming up soon. But yeah, for real, that's fucking nuts. I swear to God.
You fucking like yelled it. You weren't even holding back. You were like 145. I was like, shit. What are you doing, man? Like you should just.
I don't know, dude. That's fucking nuts.
It's in the private chat, so I figured you just yelled it from that. I'm like, what a guy to ruin the game. He's that guy, huh? Fuck. But yeah, you're right.
How would I know that, dude? How would I know that?
It's in the private chat.
He couldn't find the private chat to write his number in
Yeah,
it,
he
though.
typed it like we all could see it in the Zoom chat. So like we
Yeah.
all saw the number, and it even pops up on your screen. Like you don't even have to click chat. It just pops up with a little
So he
bubble.
was like,
That's the number on your screen.
145. I was like,
We're like,
fucking
yeah, it was
asshole.
kind of like we assumed you saw it. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of why I was like,
Dude, I
Nobody
would put
noticed.
my hand on the Bible right now. Like,
Yeah,
100%.
cool. I totally believe you. I'm not saying
sweat
it's
it.
not.
All right, bro. If that's the
That's why
case,
it's
yo,
random.
yo,
That's
yo,
why it's fucking
listen,
wild.
yo, fucking 10 Hail Marys, 4 Our Fathers.
Don't sweat it.
Oh,
Fucking-
10 Hail Mary. Shit.
Poor
The
Tony,
Pope,
don't
the
sweat it,
great
brother.
Oh,
blood.
dude, no, honest to God, bro, it's spilled milk. We're all right, bro. We're all
It
right.
was comical value was there for
Don't
it.
sweat it. Keep being you.
420 of the man. You're just a lucky prick.
Just-
That's all.
420. I would go with it's just like that nervousness to be on stage. You know what I mean? You just fucking blurt something out. Winner number 5.
The goose is
Uh,
loose.
yeah, there you go.
40,
Oh, yeah.
45. Yeah. You're like, oh shit, what the fuck?
Oh,
Like John the Stutterer. You stutter with the, you know, a cattle auction,
Bro,
right?
is that
You know?
is that Grey Goose?
it's the goose is
Hold on.
loose, bro.
The goose is loose and about to get fucking looser.
The
Shit.
goose
It's
is
my
loose
man.
and about to get screwed.
You
I
go.
finished it off on Eagles Channel. It's been over almost a year. So,
Wow, it took a year to kill that? That's like a fucking week and a half.
and
Holy
I'm,
shit.
A year to kill a goose? Damn, dude. Talk about torture. Holy shit.
I need a girl tattoo artist to fucking tattoo the goose is loose right above my jump.
Ready?
Right? Tramp stamp style.
Well, yo, you know,
all,
like-
curved.
I'm
Right
writing,
over around
I'm writing
No.
tiny. I'm writing tiny on mine, bro.
No, you get it tattooed, it grows
Ready?
and doesn't show, you know?
And I want it in like the Goosebumps writing. Like
He's
drip
in
writing.
Oh, I was just gonna ask what font.
I know.
Yeah.
Old English?
Hold on. Like Goosebumps, like
The Goosebumps font.
like the books.
Whatever that like
Goosebumps?
drippy writing is.
That
You know what I
Goosebumps
mean? It's
books
gotta be
he's talking
like
about.
drippy
Of
writing.
Of course,
No.
it's gotta be
Dude.
drippy writing.
That's
Yeah.
fucking creepy as
The
hell.
writing, dude, the writing expands when you suss on
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Whoa. What the fuck? Okay. Anyways, yeah. So we.
last jump, the great goose is
w-
420, 420.
uh,
Cheers, brother.
Oh.
Thanks for joining us tonight. I really appreciate it.
It's like a balloon, right? You
Make
blow
it like
it.
a secret decoder message, so it has to be hard to see the whole message.
until it fucking grows.
It says
And it's
two
like,
different
holy
things.
shit.
When it's shrunk, it says one
Yeah.
thing.
It says tiny, and it says like Fort Ticonderoga, New York. Fucking P.O. Box, fucking. It grows out to some huge shit. What the fuck?
You know
Uh,
that's true. You know that's true.
Teachers is like, yo, listen, I don't have one of those, so like, what the fuck?
It happens
But,
every
like, if
time
I did,
Cheech-It's
I
on
would-
for some
yeah.
reason. You bring the nasty. I'm just
No,
saying,
but-
I don't know how it happens, but we always seem to get dirty when Cheech gets on.
Dude,
And secondly, I want to throw
fucking-
mine in here since I've got the blow up writing and shit. I don't think it should be that. I think it should be right under the goose is loose. There should be some fine print to where if it goes that deep, you can
Eagle,
read the
don't be-
fine print, and the fine print says lift balls, and fucking under the balls it will say
He
message.
said lift
Don't be-
balls.
Don't be blowing no gooses with an eagle beak. Holy shit. You talk about castrating Holy shit.
And then under the balls, it will say
for the gander.
taint
Holy
funny.
shit.
Right across the taint, it will say taint funny.
That would hurt so bad. Could you imagine you're getting tattooed on your sack, dude? That would hurt.
Bro, all I'm gonna say is your
Oh,
kids would be proud. Later on, you're like, Dad, what do you got? You have a
Yeah, you
tattoo?
got
I
a
think
little
the sack
flat
would be
like,
all
yeah.
right. I think you'd
And
be
you just
all right
like
with
whip
the
your
sack.
caca.
you give him
I
the
think
old
the taint
bulldog,
would hurt
like,
worse
yeah, that's
than
right,
the
you see
sack,
that?
to be honest with you. That fucking ball sack's been pretty beat up over the years. That taint's like fucking baby skin. That shit's gonna fucking hurt.
Oh my god! I think you used to be a male stripper in another life.
Now we have
I'm
fun.
sure there's somebody that's done it out there. Don't get me wrong, but that's insane, man. They fucking passed out or something.
Now we having fun.
Woo! God damn, bro. Listen, that fucking taint is soft as fuck, bro. And if you kicked in that thing,
Dude,
I
I hope
hurts
you
like a
do,
bitch.
bro.
Like, oh god.
Right? Little needle just goes.
Oh, fuck you, Smiley.
No way.
Oh,
And this dude telling you to
Don't-
hold still. No, hold still.
Oh.
I'm almost done. Yeah, fuck you.
oh,
Don't forget the tattoo aftercare because you now have to
Oh,
wash
God.
it and rub cream into it for 2
Oh.
weeks.
Just don't laser
You gotta-
remote.
you gotta keep it out of the direct
Damn
sun.
that.
Jesus fucking Christ, bro. He's like, don't forget to.
But Ego, I gotta ask though, are you gonna run out of space to where that's an option at some point, or is that like
it's gonna be his only option.
right?
I'm already up to the hips. It's like crossing the fucking top and fucking going across the butt cheeks, man.
Like
It's,
wading into the
we're there. We're working up. There's
Like
no more
wading into
popping
cold
around,
water.
brother. There's no more popping around and filling in the gaps. We're working from the toes up.
All right.
Oh,
Filling in
Working
the
from
gaps all
the
the way
feet,
up.
the feet to the vagina, right?
That's always the biggest trouble, man, when you're trying to jump in the lake too. So I can get past the mid thigh, and you're like, I don't know, man, that water.
And I can just pick up my balls and I'll be like, hey, taint funny. This water taint funny. It's cold.
he's like, I pick my balls up and this taint funny. Taint funny. That's. Oh,
Hey,
shit,
dude.
man.
That ain't fucking funny. No girl likes to lick fucking get a pube in her teeth while she's licking balls.
That's why you fucking manscape, bro. You shave your nuts. You don't shave your nuts, bro?
Yeah, promo code fucking what is that thing called? It's
Keep your shit clean.
Damn,
Yeah,
who's
man,
flossing on your junk, man? Who's flossing on your junk for 2420? Jesus.
Manscape, man. Manscape, bro. Fuck, man. I did that shit like 2 days ago, man. I fucked out the shower like.
Got that lawnmower 3.0.
Yeah,
Oh,
thank you.
dude, that
20.
is-
Oh,
420,
yeah.
the last thing I want her to do is fucking come in, part the bush to lift the balls. It's gotta be fucking, it's gotta be pronounced.
It's
like-
gotta be like, peace out.
Well, yeah,
You
I
forgot my
was
cat.
like,
the porch, dude. You don't want to
I
hurt.
may
the
even
fucking
want
hurt the
fluorescent
tree.
writing for that. Just for that. It's gotta be red in the
What
dark.
the fuck is that shit? You'd be like, oh yeah, baby.
How funny would that be
Oh,
also to
hell
even have the
no.
taint funny? To even have the
She-
taint funny in a fucking like
Dude, all
glow
right, so
ink to where
you
like you
realize
see that
if
shit
you
in the
have
dark,
that-
man.
if you have
Chicha's
that
a
tattoo-
woman. Let's ask Chicha what
Oh,
her
God.
opinion is.
Listen, if you have that tattoo and a chick sees that, I swear to God, she might laugh and
I
blow
would
straight
fucking
into your
totally
butthole.
laugh. I
Yeah,
would
she'd be like,
totally laugh.
And you're like, oh shit, that's in my ass. Like, what the fuck would she blow that in my ass for? That's crazy. Because, like, dude, if you have taint, funny. I mean,
Like, what
my
bet
wife
did
would
you
die.
lose?
My wife would die. What the fuck? You'd be like,
How drunk were you?
Be like,
As drunk as I need to
like,
be.
damn, motherfucker. Pick it all up, like,
I
what the
like-
fuck? This ain't no fun. Oh, wow.
I like the comment
that
in
must
chat
hurt.
that says just trim up the bush or clean it up. Like you're gonna clean up the bottom and just leave like some weird fucking penis mustache under fucking the goose's loose and lift the
Your
balls.
dick has
It's just gonna be a
grape
weird
stripping as
fucking
you
mustache.
Your dick has creeper stash, dude. What do you-
Guys have done
A finely
it.
trimmed dick mustache. Is that what we're going
Kiss
for?
here.
Chat?
What the fuck?
It's literally kiss here.
I'm giving myself a Hitler today. Just fucking, just that little snazzy mask right there, right above it. No fucking. Yeah, I can't think of another creative mustache at the moment, but right there, right
You
there.
guys are fucking.
What else would work right there? It's gotta be shortcut. Hey,
420,
right there.
420, man. You started this shit, bro. That's all I got.
I know, but it's fucking fun, right?
It is fucking hilarious, man. God damn,
How do
that
you
would suck.
endure this?
Keisha's just like
I'm not
shaking
sure.
her head, like, what the fuck?
You guys are hilarious.
Thank you.
I think it's fucking
Listen,
hilarious.
I think
It
you're
is
a
definitely
great
fitting the
sport for
wormhole.
putting up our with our masculinity and fucking doing
I
all
think
this
we should clean it up.
stupid shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're gonna stop now. Probably doing that shit.
We are.
Boy, is
No.
that funny.
Don't stop because of me. I think it's fucking hilarious.
What?
All right, well,
Oh,
let's
trust me,
go
we're
back
not. It
to
just,
this
it just,
bar.
we went on for 25 minutes. I mean, shit.
It's fucking. It's stupid. It's stupid, ridiculous shit.
It's for our own good at this point.
It's fucking funny. You know, I'm
hilarious.
sitting up there laughing my ass off, and I'm sure all of you motherfuckers are too.
Oh,
You
dude,
know?
I've been pissed my pants, man. I already pissed twice. Yeah.
You know?
I'm just kidding. Only once.
You could braid it in cornrows or dreadlocks as suggested in chat.
Biggest is pissed. I'm like, I'm really pissed twice. I mean, I'm just kidding, just once, but like, still, it's all right.
I do not think I would want the tattoo smoke and grow Fraser diddly diddly above my dick. That's,
Well, diddle. Like,
that
yeah.
sounds too funny and too small, like you're just like flicking at it. Diddly diddly. Diddly,
Oh, it's so
diddly.
cute.
Diddly, 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 diddly.
Yeah.
What the fuck? is
Diddly,
that?
that's what I do when I'm by myself. You know? But enough.
Not
said.
me. I don't diddly. I don't diddly. I go in for a fucking straight up, serious thumb wrestle match with me and that fucking cock. It's a thumb wrestle match. Just me and that cock. That's the way it works. That's all it works.
Man, how you
It's a
doing?
thumb wrestling match. It's no diddly diddly. It's a thumb wrestling match.
No
Thumb
diddly.
always wins.
What in the ever living fuck you play? With the sock
Here's
and
Pat.
boppers?
Good to see you, man.
There you go.
That's it. We're talking about fucking a whole bunch of weird
We're
shit.
talking about diddling.
Fucking thumb war
Diddly,
champion.
diddly.
Diddly winks. Diddlies? Diddly winks?
Hey,
Yeah.
you were not supposed to reveal my title there, Smiley.
Oh yeah, I can
You have
flex
a
my
champion.
thumb muscle, man. Can you flex yours?
Well, listen,
Rip.
Everybody,
Yeah,
I bet
pretty
everybody right now is like, oh, I don't know.
I'll
Fucking rip.
try. We'll try though.
I'm crushing
But,
eggs on a daily with this thing.
I digress. Go ahead. Shit.
Shit.
Yeah,
I
dude, my
fucking
hands
can't
got
believe
soft now, man. They used to be fucking all calloused up and shit.
Yeah, of course. All that fucking Jergens you use, bro.
No, like being an auto,
Hey,
dude.
good question, right? Is Smiley circumcised? Because that would explain the Jergens use, that hand lotion. Holy
Wow, that was a dirty ass.
Wow, we
That was
are
a
like
fucking deep
digging.
ass question, bro.
Take a look.
That's-
I would have
seems
never asked
very
it, but I mean, since you're on the subject, bro, might as well answer the question.
And how? What do you have to compare that to?
I was just thinking.
Where is that stats from coming from?
Hey, on that note,
I
I'll be
will
right
say
back.
I'm not circumcised and I don't need any.
God bless you.
Because I got that. I got that pouch shit.
You got the sock? You got the sock?
I got the sock, dude. I
Yo,
got the
Bingus,
sock.
his face just went out. What the?
It
fuck?
covers the tip. Covers the tip.
Dude, this fucking
How does that
wormhole-
work? Do you just
What
like
the
spit in the cap and go at that, or fucking how's that? Is it a clean process? Is it like a no splat
Dude,
back fucking thing?
It's hard as fuck.
I'm
to
curious.
clean.
I don't
But
know.
you literally have to pull back the skin to take a piss.
Oh my god, what are you
And-
talking about?
And you have to wash it. Make sure you clean it real good too.
That's the way God made it.
Otherwise, when you jerk off, you know, like you get that crusty shit in there if you don't clean it real
Clean
good.
the
you know?
bottom.
Oh my god, brother.
Hey,
Thank
I
goodness
keep
I'm
it real.
circumcised. That sounds like work, man. That just sounds like too much work.
Yeah, like why didn't he just clip you up when you were a kid?
I don't know why. I do.
Like we want you to fucking make sure you endure cleansing methods when you do your shit.
Right? Like I have no idea. Like
No
honestly,
wonder you're not manscaping. You got too much time cleaning the tip, dude.
Yeah, for real.
No. The Manscaped doesn't nick or nag your nut.
It doesn't go off when you're cleaning the tip accidentally sometimes. Not
Oh,
purposely,
to me, it's
just
just
cleaning
like,
it doesn't
listen,
accidentally
I
go
ain't got
off.
that problem. I just like wash up and I'm good. Like what the fuck? Y'all like gotta pull back shit.
Well,
God
I'm glad
Yeah,
you guys are
you gotta
washing
pull back
yourselves.
Like god damn, what the fuck, guys?
Hey,
Like,
but
fuck you guys, I'm out of here.
Dude, you're fucking way better off, man.
Right, I agree.
I
shit,
would argue
I'm outta here, too.
I would argue my dick's a lot cleaner though because I have to clean it more often. You know.
You know, and on that note, I appreciate you, Eagle. I'm fucking out of here myself, bro. Whew. This shit got real, guy. I love you guys, but fuck, TTB, I'm sorry if he offended you. Smiley, fuck you.
Oh
420,
no,
you're
she's just fucking awesome.
Shit,
She
man.
can
Eagle,
handle it.
fucking God, Bingus. Oh fuck, man.
Dude,
you got
brother.
me nuts.
Cheers, man. So, Chicha, I just want to bring this up because I live with so many girls. And I
Okay.
hate to tell you guys that women have 10 times the fucking more dirty mouth than we do when they get in a group. You think we talk about shit?
Absolutely.
Women talk deep shit and serious shit. Shit we don't even talk about.
They
They're
talk
fucking
about their shit.
Yeah.
they know everything about every other boyfriend in the group.
Yes.
Everything
Oh, yeah.
is in that circle is I'm pretty much talked about.
Yeah, and then we give each
in-
other advice. You know, well, I did this with my guy,
And-
so maybe you should try that. Maybe that'll work. Oh yeah.
And it's not like, oh, I took a penis and yeah, it's like fucking I took a fucking women are dirty when they
You know that
talk.
fucking
I'm
asshole.
serious, man.
You know, I was down there, and then he
Yes.
fucking just rammed my head even further. That fucking dick.
And this
There we go. Thank you, Chicha, for
Oh,
clearing that
And when I
up.
opened my eyes, I seen it said "Taint funny" on it.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I have a
What
question.
the fuck?
I have a question.
Had this creepy mustache and shit.
Teacher, I have a question.
Yeah, that would be a conversation for you guys. I'm sure would go for life. Remember that one chick you told us, that one dude you told us about, Chicha? What did he say? Lift balls? You went out. Oh my God, what a freak. That's the kind of things women talk about, though. It's fucking dirty when they get into that shit. You think it's clean and we're offending Chicha. I don't think so. I can't say for sure, but I'm just talking from the women I've been around that talk in groups. It's nasty shit. I've felt uncomfortable in a women group. It's like, holy fuck, man, really? I got to step out. You girls are
I have a question.
making me blush.
I have a question. Teacher, do women like read everything that a man sends to them?
Like,
I mean,
like text.
like when you're texting and shit.
Read it 5 fucking times, Bingus. They talk about all
Depending
the
on what it is, I mean, like,
read
unless
that.
like if we're like per se like we're fighting, I'm reading every little fucking microscope of that sentence or of that whatever you sent, and then I gotta
What do you mean by
analyze.
was
And
there?
I have
What do
to
you
like
mean by
decide
was
what
there?
I'm gonna say, and then I have to decide. Well, is that like too bitchy? No, fuck that shit. And then I just
So that's a
That motherfucking cheater. That son of a bitch. I'm gonna castrate him.
All right,
He'll
dude.
be lucky if
So
he
that's a
has a
yes.
board.
They
right?
have to run it through every context that
Okay,
that
so
text
you
can
read
be. In
everything,
certain
right?
situations, if it's like Chicha said, a fight, that text goes through every context it could probably have.
oh, and you
You know
have
what
no
I mean?
idea how fast
I
I'm
am
typing.
so fucked.
Like this paragraph that I send you, like that's that long. It's like a minute. Oh shit, I spelled that wrong. Oh yeah.
All right.
You know how we can
The
say
funny
like,
thing is
fuck
they
you,
think we read them
fuck
all.
you,
Bingus.
fuck you. That's what that text is being read in their heads when they read that text. Like she's just saying, it's that like fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Did he say fuck you? No.
Oh, he
fuck
really
you.
did say that?
No,
Oh, let's talk about this.
it gets read in multiple contexts before it comes back. I'm telling you.
I'm so
I hear
fucked.
it. I hear it.
I'm so fucked.
And the funny part is, Chicha, you girls will spend so much time texting that big long paragraph thinking that we read it. We don't read it. Just like we don't listen to you when you're bitching at us.
Point.
Oh,
Yeah.
we
We'll
know when
respond
you
with,
don't
like,
read
the
it.
first 2 sentences, and we'll respond with that, and that's it. We
See,
didn't read the rest of it
see,
at all. Just like when
maybe
you're bitching at us, we heard the first 3 things. That was it. And then
Now I get it. Now I get it.
maybe that's the problem, that men don't listen to the women enough so we can learn how they operate.
I will
Right.
say this: a lot of women talk a lot of shit. So I mean, I can get why like a lot of guys are like, okay, she's just rambling.
So 420, 420.
Nature of things.
I do listen. That's how I was able to break it down for you. I'm listening and learning. I'm taking notes on that shit. I listen. I listen. I'm a good listener. When this shit's going down, I'm listening.
How big is your novel?
It's fat. It's a fat novel. It's a fat novel.
It's about a few pages long. How thick is a page, right?
I can give you tips on how women actually fucking doctor up them selfies and all that. I've actually seen women dumb down their smart cameras because the less pixels made them look younger.
See,
so those are my friend, man.
I've never understood that, right? Because when you meet them in the real world, it's nothing like their, picture. It's like, come on, why are you trying to fake? Be real with yourself. Who are you lying to? You trying to lie to me or trying to lie to yourself?
We're not hating on the women now. We're not hating on the women.
Trying to understand.
They have tricks.
Trying to understand.
They taught us with the tricks, but we don't hate them.
It might not be too late for me, but I need to clean up my texting, because texting is a fucking art form that I'm not very good at, and I get in trouble.
Yeah,
So
and you
just
can't
wondering
just make a laughy face next to everything either.
I was just about to say, sometimes even when I text, some of my texts are very short, and then it depends. Some people are like, "Are you mad?" And then it's like, "Okay, sorry. Here's the LOL, the smiley face, the heart, and all that." So I think some people just need to like chill. It's texting.
Yeah, I agree.
It's texting.
It's not how you doing, eggplant. Want to see you later, eggplant. That's not.
It's like I come into the Eagle, and I say, "What up, fuckers?" And Eagle goes, "What up, fucker?" It's all context.
No, honestly, if you look at your text and you're like, just put a LOL or a smiley face or a heart, the other person is gonna be like, "Oh, okay." they're not trying to be rude or mad or whatever it is. That's how I find it for me.
Why can't we just call each other?
This takes too much time.
I don't
Too much
know.
time.
Well, I think it came
That's
from
I'm serious.
Question,
because a lot of-
Bingus.
what was that? I'm sorry, Ren.
now, because of how the last year's been, there should be less of an excuse for that, right? Because if you can't see someone, you can see someone over the phone.
Right.
I really learn so much more from a vibrational conversation than I do from a two-dimensional text, even with
Absolutely.
icons. You know what I mean? But I guess that's not something that's acceptable anymore. It's like I've called the girl before and she won't even fucking answer and she'll text me. Like, what the fuck?
Nah.
You know what I mean?
What
I
did she
know a lot
text
of
you?
people like
Oh,
that.
hey, I'm busy. Did she text you that? Because like if a guy's calling me,
Who are you? Why are you calling me?
yeah.
All you gotta
How'd
do
you get
is
this number?
all you gotta do is have an apparatus that attaches to the end of your penis, and every time she calls you, it vibrates.
I just got to point out the fact that you're really involved with the end of your penis.
That suction cup? You got a suction cup on the end of that thing that you stick to your phone? You
No,
pull
it's
it back and then stick to the phone?
No.
very nice. It's a very nice text. Not derogatory, like, who the fuck are you? It's very nice, like, thank you
Right.
for calling, and how are you? I'm like, well, you know what I mean? That kind of thing. Like,
Yeah, that's like I don't know. For me, I'm like,
Oh,
so
dude,
you busy?
come on. It's fucking
So-
joke. For real. You gotta learn how to joke once in a while. For real.
dude, listen, I want Chichi to answer my question because she's a fucking woman. All right? God damn.
Yeah.
She's a woman. She's not a virgin. She's had a couple kids, you
Nope,
know.
I've only had one and done.
Still one.
One and done. Okay. One and done.
She's a smart woman. So
Kids are fucking expensive, all right? One and done.
that's why I'm asking.
All those damn Happy Meals.
Those fucking Happy
so-
Meals. $4 for a fucking Happy Meal that they're only gonna eat half of it, and the cheap ass toy that comes with it.
They're not made like those good old Happy Meal
That's
toys
not
from
even
the
where. So, Bingus,
Yes,
your question
I forget.
about the
I do.
texting.
Oh, these fuckers.
About the girl texting you. Are we still on that conversation?
Yeah, I'm kind of crazy about this girl, all right? So I'm like trying to get it right, and I don't think I'm doing
That's why you're getting the text,
Hmm.
Bingus. It's anxiety, and she doesn't want to fucking fuck it up either. So she
I
wants to
agree.
take
That could be
time
it too.
between
I agree.
and give the right answers. You know, I see it because I see it in my house. Again, with my daughters, they fucking won't answer the phone for nothing. You can call them and they will text you right back. And a lot of times I'm like, why don't you answer the phone? I don't like to talk on the phone. Or it's anxiety. I don't, you know. So in your case, it's either anxiety or she's just taking the time to answer the questions correctly. She don't want to fuck it up either. She don't want to get on and be like, hey.
Yeah,
I think that could be a lot of it too.
Well, it's a good thing. It's
Eagle,
Or-
yes.
or she's
Absolutely.
very, very sweet.
Or
And
maybe she's busy to the point where she can't talk, but she can text, kind of thing.
that makes sense, too, because she is
You
kind
know?
No, it
But
has to
for me,
do
I
with,
would. But for me, like if you called and I text back, I'd just be like, "Hey, can't talk, but I can text." But it could be a situation, an anxiety situation, or
but
or
when you first
Then there's the
meet,
two
you want to
obviouses.
talk on the phone, right? When you first meet, you want to talk on the phone.
Oh, we've talked before, but it might be a situation where she's busy and can't talk.
Yeah. Bingus, is this a married woman?
Yeah, that's one of my next things.
No,
That's it. You know, the other reason for the
no,
text,
no.
the note, the denial of the call, and then the text is there's a boyfriend sitting there.
Yes.
It's sad but
Why'd you
true.
say that?
It might
It's an
be.
option that
She's
you have
only
to weigh.
available
You
in the
want to know.
afternoons. You know, after 5,
I'm
she's
trying. I ask because I'm trying to relate.
No, she's a single woman that
Yeah.
I've been talking to for several years.
Well,
Actually.
then
Oh, wow.
gotta have a
Okay.
green.
No, like,
Did
hold
you
on,
take her out
guys.
on a date?
Why are you
Fuck.
overthinking?
Hold on, guys.
I'm gonna have to
him
travel
talk.
across.
Let him talk. Come on. Let him talk. Go ahead, Bingus.
What the fuck? Listen to this guy. Let him talk. Yeah, right on, brother. I appreciate you 420. No, I'm just curious because the texting thing is a little weird for me, and
It's a new thing now.
I would rather have a phone conversation. But I guess that you're making some sense.
Well,
That
do you,
get busy. And
What's the age gap
You-
like, Bingus?
Yeah.
I got a question too in it. Do you have any anxiety about
What's
having a
420?
phone conversation, or at least initiating it?
No, that's
You
my
can-
strength.
Years.
That's my strength is really to communicate. I'm a communicator.
Well, then that's already good. Then yeah, I mean that's a
That's what I
Way to
prefer.
way to
Yeah.
indicate how the relationship is going. You know.
This
Bingus.
is
It's hard to talk to you and 2 other guys at the same time, but in text she can have those conversations.
Exactly.
That's what I'm afraid
100% Smiley.
That's what
100%
I'm afraid
agree.
of. That's what I'm
No, I've never done that. No.
See?
But
See, there's
never
scandals.
impressed. So I don't know.
Hey,
I mean,
guys do it all the time. Why can't us chicks do it?
if you have their
You
address,
girls invented it. We just took it.
Oh.
check
Ah.
with her. Chat with you.
I'm not down for a threesome, Chicha B. Like,
Oh, okay.
Thanks for the
Man,
insight.
I'm missing numbers being called out in fucking 3-way invitations. I gotta get this earbud fixed.
What the fuck? The goose is loose.
All right.
Easy
Ayo.
night.
It's
Happy
420.
420,
I'm gonna
everybody.
smoke one and go to bed.
Yeah, I'm
Let's
probably gonna
fucking
follow
get it.
behind you.
Let's fucking get it.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
It's been a fun night, by the way,
It has
everybody.
been fun.
Mhm.
It's always fun with the Eagle, and you got Smiley, you got fucking all the usual suspects.
It's a good movie.
Tonight has been so fun. I've actually forgot about chat for the last fucking half hour because the conversation's been kind of fun. I'm guilty. I'm guilty for not paying attention to chat. I'm sorry, guys.
Blast.
It's been
a
a good
blast.
conversation.
It's been a blast. Thank
Oh
you so
yeah.
much, Eagle. It's ever since you interviewed me, I've had more fun in my life. Thank you, my friend, and all you guys here on the panel are special, and everybody in the chat room as well. By golly,
Oh yeah, dude, I love fucking chat. Chat is the best.
I'm gonna
You know-
pass out now. Have a nice day.
You know, when I talk, good night, Bingus.
Hi, Bingus.
Thanks for
Nice.
popping in, brother.
Bingus.
Thank you for giving away them
Yeah.
beans too, brother.
Yeah.
Do you hear me? You know, when I talk to guests after they leave the show, like new people that come into the community, new guests, chat is one of the things that they compliment this show and the community about every time. Every time do I talk to a guest and I'm like, how was your experience on the show? Did you have a good time? Yes. You wouldn't believe all the people that reached out from the chat after the show and followed me or said nice things. And every time a guest has incredibly great things to say about the show in chat. So shout out to chat for being fucking amazing.
No,
They,
dude, I believe it, Eagle. I fucking believe it 100%. You are the new subcool. You are carrying on the legacy. I tell that to people and they think I'm, licking your asshole or some shit. But you're legit, dude. You're fucking legit. You are carrying on. You know,
You
you're
gotta leave that there.
consistent every fucking night.
I've been lazy lately. I've been fucking up. But I appreciate the compliment, but we got to get off that, man. Last thing I want to do is squirm my way out tonight.
And Smiley too. I'm gonna lick Smiley's asshole for a little bit.
There
I
you
hope
go.
Oh, whoa.
Tongue that shit.
Bend over.
with the fucking no-till.
Hey, taint
Smiley's
funny.
getting that. Smiley's getting that organics going. Like he convinced you to go organic. I don't know
I'm
how
going
Is it
organic.
earthy?
that happened.
Is it earthy 420? You said you were gonna lick his ass there for a minute. I'm just asking. You're talking all this organic, so I was just wondering if it was earthy.
But your ass
Tiny,
Fair
earthy,
question. Fair
little
question.
sweet.
Got that baby poop terpene.
Fair question.
No, for real, dude. I can't believe Smiley actually convinced Eagle to grow some organic no-till.
Dude,
You're almost
I want to
no-till.
state.
Oh,
I want to state this though publicly. Eagle always says that I forced it on him, and you're
No.
saying no. It was an invitation. It was a simple invitation. It was a generous offer. That's all. That's all it was. It wasn't forced upon him. It wasn't pushed upon
It was
him.
painful
wasn't-
and it hurt.
It was a
He
simple-
lied. It took place in a parking lot. I didn't want it. It entered my truck without willing. It said exit only. Still stuffed it in.
I can't.
The little crystal
Organics
trees.
the hard way. And then he dropped a bag on the ground and said, "Here, that's yours, bitch." And fucking he said, "Add that at some point." And I was like crying. Actually, literally crying. This happened up north in the woods. I was crying. A bear fucking hugged me after he was done.
It'll be okay.
I felt violated.
Yeah.
I still feel violated every time I look at their boxes. I
Damn,
kind of
you're
shudder,
like
even though
the
they're putting out goodness. They are putting out goodness, but a painful reminder of a great day.
Right? Fear is a good motivator. Just keep that in mind, folks. I want people to switch to organics. Fear is a good motivator.
No, for real
This
though. I'm
could
so
happen
happy.
to you.
Dude, Smiley, I'm so happy you turned Eagle on to the true no-till organics. It's fucking crazy. And then
You just added on to the tattoo. Now under the balls say organics ain't taint funny.
Hey, don't be taking a shit in your fucking ponds, dude, unless you're gonna compost it.
That's the only tattoo I'll have, Eagles. It'll say no till right above my butthole.
Exit only.
That would be a good
Oh,
tattoo, honestly. That would be a good one.
One exit in, one microphone. Where it's at.
That's fucking hilarious. This wormhole has went way off. It's been way wormy holy tonight. I could say that. It's been
So wait,
really
let me ask you this.
wormholy.
What happened to the rabbit hole? Like, I mean, it's no big deal, but I was just like one day, or I looked and it was like the wormhole. What the fuck's the wormhole?
Yeah,
Everybody says
Chichi,
rabbit hole, no. Fuck that.
it's exactly. Everybody does a stupid rabbit hole.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You know, it's kind of funny because I did notice that. And then all of a sudden, that's when I was like, wormhole. What the
You know
fuck?
what's
Did rabbit
funny is,
die?
since we changed the name, how many have faded? How many rabbit holes have you seen lately?
Right.
Not many.
Wait till we see
Not
our
many.
will pop up. Then we'll be like, oh shit. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it'll be back to the rabbit hole. Or the squirrel hole. The squirrel's den. It'll be the squirrel's den next. Who knows?
Ooh,
The
there we
squirrels
go.
down.
Twilight Zone. Ooh, the
Are they
Twilight
ground
Zone.
squirrels or are
The
they
cannabis Twilight Zone.
does the squirrels bust a nut or are they ground squirrels? I mean,
I
no.
do
How
spooky
squirrely
trails,
are you?
so.
It's all the squirrels.
All
the
the
crazy
motherfucking
brown
squirrels.
squirrels. It's the crazy black squirrels I got running around my front yard. It's all of them.
I mean,
It's a
they're looking
squirrel
for nuts
party.
anyways.
Chipmunks, and what are the other little fucking things called? It's all squirrelish party. It's even my little fucking dog that looks like a squirrel. She's in Coco. It's just a squirrel party, squirrel like party.
Build a bridge to Kokomo. You know, oh, shit. I'm fucking stoned. Sorry. I'm stoned.
The wormhole is where shit happens. I finished it off for you there, martial artist, but that's the way it should read. The wormhole is where shit happens. He says wormhole shit happens, but that's basically it. The wormhole is where shit happens.
Dude, the wormhole is the best hole. As long as there's no heartworms and you're not fucking a donkey or, a horse, an elephant, and you're picking a, political party.
Them are nasty wormholes. And you better be wearing a condom before one of them swims up your pee hole.
Is it 2-ply?
Damn. You're going into them kind of wormholes. You better be doubling up even, just like Chicha said.
Yeah, exactly.
Eagle, you got another show this afternoon, don't you? You're back on?
Yeah, I do. And a job today. I got to actually get up at like 8:30, build a barn until like 2. I'm not sure if I'm even coming home or if I'm just going to sit in the fucking ride and do the interview and then go back to work.
Huh.
Yeah.
You want to dude, you want to talk about double masking. Holy shit. For real.
You're right. I should be pulling. I was actually going to go out like before 4, but it was such a good time. I was like, I'm hanging. Then I was going to see if anybody wanted to take over, but I didn't think anybody wanted to take over and run with it. So I just hung out and had fun. I'll be all right. I actually listened to this cat today that I'm building the barn for. He was telling me that, he said 4 years easy. He ran his store in Ohio and fucking did a bunch of other shit. He's like, man, I'm looking you in the eyes. I'm telling you, I only slept 4 hours for like 4 years. I'd go to the store. I'd fucking do this. I'd do that. And he had it all laid out. He said, I did that for 4 years.
Okay, Eagle.
I can do it for a couple of days and get some shit done.
Let me stop you right there. This asshole only slept 4 hours. You're going to trust him to build a barn? What the fuck is wrong with you? This asshole doesn't sleep. He's delusional. He probably nails the nail into his foot. Come on.
It was the homeowner. It was the guy that was paying. Well, maybe he can be hallucinating if he wants, as long as he's paying. I'll build the barn to spec. He can be crazy as he wants to be.
Like, this asshole is fucking scouring your property for psilocybin and, this motherfucker's got, a bud. Oh, chew on that for a little bit. Like it's chew. These motherfuckers.
It's not what I'll be doing tomorrow when I check in. On my 4 hours of sleep.
Right. Man,
I'll be on point. I promise you.
I'm actually gonna hop out.
Yep. I'm winding down myself.
Yeah. I got an hour or 2 I can lay back down before I have to get up for work.
Chicha, yeah.
To do too.
So, anyways, much love, guys. Thanks for having me. Don't worry, it wasn't awkward.
My bad.
At least you can smile and say
it. My bad, I'm an asshole. What can I say?
But it was definitely fun hanging out. Until next time. Peace out, guys.
See ya.
Peace.
Good night.
Peace out, Eagle.
Later, guys.
I'm out.
420. You better do that episode.
I'm out of here. This was an amazing wormhole. Thank you, Eagle, for having me. Shout out to the chat, everyone that stuck through it. Everyone, you're a real OG if you
Fucking
held through
yeah.
from beginning to start. Yep.
Red
Peace
pill,
out.
you're
Do that.
dude,
Peace
you're
out,
fucking
420.
awesome. For real.
Thank you.
You're awesome.
Thank you.
I agree.
Yep. Peace out, 420. Peace out, Eagle, Chicha B, Smiley, Bengus. Who else was up in here? Grokowski. Yep. Shout outs to everyone. Shout out to chat.
Jack
Jack
Greenstock,
420.
can't forget Jack.
All right.
Jack Greenstock, yep.
Okay. Peace out, everyone. Much love.
Later, bro.
Peace out. 420. Wait for that episode. Wait for that episode, 420.
You're gonna be waiting a long time, motherfucker.
You might be waiting a long time before you get back in, motherfucker. It works both ways. I've bent the rule for you, 420 several times.
And I've been the rules for you too, right? Like I have certain rules that are, know what I'm saying?
Not show rules. Not show rules.
Well, it's your show. You have a right to do all that fucking whatever you want. But we got mutual respect for each other, We call each other fuckers like Sub used to do to, everyone.
Well, I got respect for you, 420. I wouldn't let you on if I didn't think you were fun to have on occasionally. But you're going to do that episode sooner or later. Especially if you got respect for me, you'll come on and do it.
What do you
I gotta go to bed. I gotta go build a barn.
Gotta go to bed.
Can't do it tonight.
Shit. That eagle behind you looks more young than fucking.
Yeah, we'll get you. You're coming. You just don't know. You just don't.
Happen.
I'm gonna. Even if I fucking gotta trick you, I'll get you on one of these episodes just like you popped on tonight, and then I'll kick everybody else off, and then it'll be just me and you, motherfucker.
It'll be.
How about you think about that? I'll change the title and everything right at the end. 420 spotlight. You won't even see it coming.
Right now. Ask me anything you want. Ask me right now. Anything you want.
Saving it for the episode. I gotta go to bed, brother.
No,
going to bed. Don't make me say. Don't make me hang up on you. Don't make me hang up on you. I will.
It's a nice little teaser.
We'll tease you. You'll come back. We'll get you back. I know you'll come back. You'll come back.
I'm here when I can. You know that, Eagle.
Love you, brother. Have a great day.
All right, you too. Thank you for having me, by the way. And I love you.
I love you too, man. Have a good day. I like having you in my chat. I'm glad you come in, man. You cheer me up with your fuckers.
Oh, fuck yeah, bro. Cheers, fucker.
All right, guys. Unfortunately, I did go over my allotted time slot tonight. So unfortunately, it is, God, I feel bad about this. 2 nights in a row without shout outs. I have got to hit the hay. I'm way over my allotment for tonight. I kind of meant to check out early and do my shout outs because I didn't do them last night. But if this helps, you get 2 episodes from me today. You can catch me on the GR420 community videos with GMO and the crew. And of course, awesome legend Kevin Jodry will be there at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Check that out. Maybe I'll sneak in a few shout outs then. But again, we got tonight. You talk about 2 episodes, you get more like 3. By the time I do my 420 episode, then come back for tonight's spotlight, who is CANNABIS, and then do another wormhole. I think we may be good on this. Plenty of me for the day. Too much, if you ask me. So please forgive me. I'm looking forward to seeing you today, GMO, hanging out with you cats. gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. All right. I am out of here, guys. I am sorry about the no shout outs. Sincerely. You guys have a great day, great Wednesday, hump day. It's going to be a good one. I love you guys. You guys know the routine. If this is the end of your day, please get some rest, just like myself. This is the beginning of your day. Make it an awesome, prosperous day. Moreover, do something nice for somebody. Random acts of kindness do save lives. They will change the world eventually. Have a great day. I love you guys. Thank you for hanging out in this amazing wormhole. Thank you for all you guys that have participated tonight. You guys are amazing. It's an amazing thing. I'm very blessed to hang out with you guys every night.